Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 84 of the Red Force podcast. My name is Eric Toledo. Joining me today is Christian Toledo.
Hello, I'm here.
And special guest, Christian.
Just interrupted me, whatever, you know.
Well, you're the guest, Christian. You're the guest.
Okay.
I'm the host. You're the guest. All right.
All right.
When are you going to figure it out?
All right.
All right.
All right.
Joining me today is Silvers, friend of the show.
Yo, what's going on,
Check
guys?
him out. And for the first time, B.D.A. LAW is joining us.
Yo, that's crazy how that's kind of become a thing. Yo. Thanks for having me, guys. First time here. I'm excited.
That's good, mate. That's good. So, One Piece is going on, Christian.
Yeah, you know,
We had a good chapter.
definitely had a good chapter. We haven't seen the One Piece anime yet. It is coming out in 10 minutes. I assume it's trash
Okay.
because it's filler. And last week was real bad. So,
Oh man,
you know, we already talked about that. What's going on? I believe Oro Jackson is dying this week.
Okay.
So,
Rip the boy.
Rip the boy, Oro Jackson. You gave us,
wow.
all the meme theories, hot takes,
Burst headcanon.
headcanons galore, and you will be missed.
Okay.
It was a melting pot of cancer.
It was, all right, and now it's gonna spread all over the internet, and
Do we know why it's closing?
monetary
yeah,
reasons.
the
The owner can't afford to keep it running anymore because it can't make a profit anymore. So yeah, it's money based, but you know.
I think the new
know how it's
place
making-
that place that they everybody's migrating to is Thriller Bark, and they have a Discord too.
Yeah, I think it has to do with like legal shit as well because they can't run ads because of some legal stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Well, the name maybe.
no, it's got nothing to do with One Piece. It's like a really weird legal situation that he can't run ads on Oro Jackson. So rip Oro Jackson, you will be missed, but
We move on.
a new emperor will emerge
I'm sure.
with the
Something will-
power vacuum that was Oro Jackson.
Okay.
So there you go.
Oh, absolutely.
At some point.
Yeah.
Before we get
I
into
get
the content, Christian, we want to thank our Patreon people that support the
patrons.
show.
Giving us that sweet cash.
Anthony, Christian,
Not
Don
me.
Island,
Yeah.
Gut Smash Katska, Classic,
Classic name.
Hez,
Yeah.
Jeffrey,
Yeah.
Jordan Lee, Nylock, Riviera, Ron Wide, Ronald, and Ty Lister. We appreciate
Alright.
all of them.
Do you want to go through the rundown of the show?
Yeah, give us all. What do we got?
We got the chapter for, what is it, 951?
951.
951. Rampage. We got topic of the show. Brago, make us care about kid. That's the topic of the show.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh man.
We got the power scale, we got how strong is Shanks, and we got questions, alright? We got a heap of questions. And
How strong is Shanks?
every week.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
best segment.
Every week.
Best
Yeah.
segment.
There we go. So, Christian, without further ado, shall we get into the chapter?
Yes, let's get into the chapter.
Gentlemen, this chapter
Yes.
is an interesting one because I imagine it'll be one of those anime episodes that people will be losing their mind to.
100%. Get ready for the reaction channels to
Okay.
to post this. We're all looking forward to
Now,
Mizumoki Khan's reaction.
Obviously, the main event is Big Mom versus
If they don't spoil him.
Nah,
I
they're
think
not gonna
spoil
they're
him.
not gonna spoil it.
We hope.
We hope, but he will react to it anyway, and he'll be hyped.
Yes.
Right? So, I guess we'll just run down this chapter because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, packed with information, packed with law stuff, Frankie stuff, Shutemaru, Orochi, everyone. Everyone gets some panel time, but Luffy.
Sanji?
Sanji gets some panel time.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Sanji's there as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
So, no Luffy in this chapter, which some people say that's why it's a good chapter.
Okay.
You know, there you
That's
go.
a hot take.
That's the hot take.
Well,
We start the chapter with a color page, Stampede. It's a good color page, looking good, dynamic, funny, interesting.
Sure.
It has sprouted a new cancer, which is the Boa Smoker shipping wars. All right.
well, I thought that could be a thing for a long time.
Why
Just
is
because
that?
of
Why is that?
Marineford. I thought the interaction there was interesting.
Didn't
And
I've
also,
always been.
yeah, I don't
I've
think
always
Boa
been
and
on that
Luffy
ship.
would ever work out. Yeah, I thought that was the thing regardless. So Oda's kind of like, bring it to
Okay.
the forefront here.
I never heard that
Yeah.
before.
You
Until
never
this
heard
week.
of Boa smoking ship? Oh, wow.
I mean, I don't pay attention to shipping, so you know.
It's a huge thing.
It's apparently it's a huge thing. There you go. We have Rob Lucci in the background looking hype as always. All right. What
I'm
else?
annoyed when I see Rob Lucci and Sabo.
All right.
Will he do more than 20
No.
seconds of footage?
The
Christian?
the Zaba,
Absolutely not.
the Zaba,
Absolutely not.
It just brings me
yeah.
back to film gold. That's
Yeah.
all it brings me back to. And
The
it's just
Za-
like trash.
the Zabo Rob Lucci fight will slowly get animated through the One Piece movies.
Okay.
We'll get one scene by one scene every One Piece movie of Rob Lucci
Until
and
they
Zabo.
meet in the final war and fight each other.
Oh, 100%.
But
The
it just
thing
doesn't
about-
make sense with their
The thing
matchup.
about the film gold team ups is that we've been presented with two different teams: Luffy with Smoker, Sabo, Lucci, and Hancock, and then Luffy with the other supernovas.
Yeah,
I'm-
but it's hard to
pick a
tell
side.
because like the marketing campaign, you don't really see them in the same shots, so it could just be marketing.
Yeah, it could just be weird.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get out as many big names as possible so that you can come
Yeah.
and watch the film.
Yeah, I don't really
And
know.
much
if
like
they,
film gold, what we see in the trailers is all we'll get.
yeah.
So
Sabo and Rob Lucci.
Stampede's out in Japan. It'll come to.
It's been premiered in Japan. It's not out.
It'll come out.
Yeah, but there are spoilers on the internet. Watch out if you don't want to get
Beware.
spoiled.
It'll come in the West shortly.
I mean, shortly or next year? Who
Nah,
knows?
it'll be a couple of months.
I haven't heard
Yeah,
anything
sure.
about it.
I think it's October or something.
Really? I haven't heard
Yeah,
anything
around
about
that,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Something
Yeah,
about
around
it.
October, yeah.
I guess we'll do an episode on it when
We'll
we go
see
through
it.
Yeah, I'll
Hopefully
see
it's
it.
good.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
hope
I'm
it's
seeing it
good.
the first week. It's
Now,
available.
I want to call some
absolutely.
expectations about the film.
Yeah,
You're gonna get nothing on the Supernova.
absolutely nothing.
All right, you're gonna get nothing.
You'll
on
get
it.
something on Capone because we've seen Capone. All right, you'll get
fine.
Capone
Well,
stuff.
yes, I think you're gonna get hockey from them. I think they're
Hockey
gonna show
feats?
like
Okay.
regular arm and hockey that they can actually use it. Because that's not something that was done pre-time skip. I think they will show hockey in the film.
Okay.
Yeah.
We may see something from Kid. At least I hope, but I'm gonna leave that to Brago for the topic of the show.
Yeah. All right. Let's just get into this
All
chapter.
right, the chapter. Let's just
Orochi is mad that the Straw Hats have all escaped. They have all escaped.
I agree with him.
All right. I would be mad. All right.
Like, how do you let them all get away when everyone was right here?
They're too
Like,
strong.
Come
They're
on.
too strong. All right. They're too
And-
strong.
but everyone got away.
I mean,
everyone.
yeah, you know how it is. All right.
I'd be mad too. Like you have a group of ninja. It's supposed to be great, and everyone got away.
Come on, bro.
They're
You-
supposed to be his elite ninja force,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
man.
and Zoro off-screen them.
Hey man, the when you ban dojos from your country, why do you expect strong people? What do you want? What do you want, Orochi?
And that is
What do you want?
And that is my issue.
Well, the
Orochi-
thing is, he banned it for like the common folk. He didn't tell the ninja to stop training.
Yeah, but
He
you pulling from a limited pool.
Raizo got one
you know?
shot by Shinobu. All right, so we're gonna relax on the ninjas a little bit. I wasn't
No,
expecting
right,
that.
Hanzo got one
Hanzo,
shot.
not
Yeah,
Raizo, yeah.
he got
But
done
listen,
with a
when you
bullbuster.
ban-
Yeah.
When you ban swordsmanship from the common folk, you're limiting yourself to how many strong people you can have. Like you
Yeah,
can't
Well, I
just
think-
walk outside and
yeah.
go, "Hey,
But-
you're now
Think
part
about
of my
Orochi though. Think about Orochi and what he's been depending on the past couple of decades.
Kaido.
Yeah,
He has
Kaido.
Kaido
Yeah,
behind
Kaido's
He's got Kaido.
firepower.
him. Yeah.
Doesn't
So
need
he's
to
like,
sound-
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
but
but that's for large scale things. When it
Yeah.
comes to smaller, more contained situations, he's fucked.
He probably hasn't had this in like ever.
yeah, ever. Yeah. All right. Fukurokoju consoles him and tells them, but we have Law and Luffy, so they'll start infighting, so we won. All right, he thinks he's won.
Okay.
Fukurokoju thinks he's won, but little does he know, Luffy is free, and the Udon prison is
Luffy-
fucked. Yeah.
Luffy has an entire prison.
Christian,
That's right.
Luffy's always been
An
free.
entire prison.
Yeah, we know that. We know that. Luffy said that before. Right.
It's interesting that they think that Law and Luffy will fight each other and then eventually disband the
Eric,
alliance.
it's foreshadowing, all right?
Okay,
It's
alright.
foreshadowing.
They're absolutely gonna fight each other.
All right.
I love how the community just wants Law to backstab Luffy.
Oh, I'll be so
Well,
mad
the
at
thing
Law.
is, but understand why though. Like because we respect Law. And we feel like him and how he follows Luffy is just, it doesn't seem right for his character. And
Yeah,
it-
but
it
He doesn't follow Luffy. His whole entire proposition was to take out Kaido. He expected to
Bro.
die in Dressrosa. He
Yeah.
expected to die in Dressrosa. He didn't. He's following
Bro,
through
bro,
with
bro.
the plan.
But Silvers, the goal was to take out Kaido for Doflamingo. So originally, like Law told him, yeah, let's take out Kaido, but his real goal was Doflamingo.
Yeah.
Even Sanji asked Law, like, hey, you said you're supposed to take out Kaido, but you're making this Doflamingo thing really personal.
We should
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
wait.
but-
We'll get to law when we get to law in the chapter because there's a lot to talk about law in this chapter.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
We still got some stuff to
Love
get
law.
through with the capital. All right.
Fair.
The security of the capital has been beefed up, and we have a new group, the Special Police. Are they strong? Are they hype? We will find out. Sometime.
There's
Who
3 of
knows?
them or 4 of them.
The middle guy looks
They're
cool.
5.
It's about
Okay,
5,
so if it's
yeah.
a lot of them, I expect them to be trash. If it's around 3 or 4, then
Yeah.
they should be formidable. The more people there are, the more trash they are.
There are
Yeah, I think
5 of them.
that's
There's the girl with the mat. There's the girl with the mask. The
Kuina?
Yeah, it's Karina.
it's absolutely 100% Queen. She even has a sword.
Yeah.
You have the aviators guy. You have this guy looks like he's from the Oni Waban. He just changed his pants.
Yeah.
A guy with an animal mask, and then you got the big fat guy with the
yeah.
with the hat in the background. There's 5 of them.
Well, let's hope they're at least stronger than the ninja, so we can get some.
I think they definitely are. At least the guy in front. I
Yeah.
think.
Well, it's already been hinted at that Fukurokuju and Raizo are going to fight each other at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that just speaks to like how strong Krakoju is. Like,
Yeah.
right. So,
Wasn't he like one of Odin's elite ninja, but he turned traitor?
Yeah. There's something about that. Yeah.
yeah, he was part of Oda's faction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Raizo, on as far as like the top tiers, as far as like where put his comet ability. I mean, we don't know, but it's just like estimating. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. I
Who
don't
knows?
have
When
Raizo that high.
I mean,
When
the,
it comes to the ninja of Wano, I believe Raizo is like the pinnacle.
So the
I
secret...
agree. I agree with
Yeah.
that. But
Ninja.
it's like where do they fall in as far as in comparison?
well,
to,
you know,
like, the samurai?
some people think Kinemon is first commander level, so you know,
I wouldn't go that far, but
some
I
people
do
think
I
that.
do think
but-
that he is like fairly strong.
Look,
What's that mean?
yeah, fairly strong. Look, I think he's around.
He's capable.
like top.
I agree.
top-
He's very capable.
Like the strongest he could ever get in my mind is like oven level. That's the strongest
That's where-
I ever think
that's where
he'd
I
get.
put him.
Yeah,
I think
That's
that's
right.
around there as well.
yeah, that's like the
Well,
maximum.
And I think Oven is like a candidate for like 4th commander.
Yeah.
Around there.
Around there, like
Yeah.
that's the highest I think Kinemon could get. Like realistically, come on.
Unless for some reason they find a way to scale him forward 20 years.
I mean, we've talked about that with Momonosuke. We talked about that a lot. Who knows if the time fruit can be undone and you instantly
You gain all that experience.
gain all that experience in years, like some weird shit like that.
That'd be something.
That'd be something.
That's like the biggest ass pull anybody could ask for. It's
Like, remember, it happened in Fairy Tail, so.
yeah,
please no.
yeah. But yeah, enough about that. All right, we got the posters of the Alliance going up. The Alliance is finally not safe in Wano. All right,
In the Flower Cap.
in the Flower Capital, also around Wano.
But also it's a meme.
Yeah, it's also a meme, which I don't know how I feel about that, because like at the same time, Oda's like, oh no, they can't show themselves anymore. But at the same time, he's also like, yeah, but it's also a meme.
Yeah.
Like there's maybe a bit of a tonal issue with that.
We
but
have
it's
8 days
okay.
left. The Straw Hats shouldn't get caught until those 8 days are left. You'd imagine.
You would imagine, but who knows what's gonna happen? I mean, we've got rescue groups going for law now, so
Pepper's gonna fuck shit up.
oh my god, I don't want to talk about Law's crew. They're so bad. Why are they so bad?
mean,
It's
Outside
gotten
of
to the
the
point. Great, so
Go ahead. Oh no, I was just saying outside of the rest of the supernovas. Ooh, excuse me, hold on.
Jesus
Stop calling me.
Christ.
Yeah, my bad. People are calling me. Outside of the rest of the Supernova's crew and like barring the Straw Hats, Law kind of has the best crew.
Mm.
He really does.
I mean, like we don't know any of the other crews. Except
mean,
for,
what
like,
about
Daniel
him?
and
What about-
Guardy.
that's my
What about
point.
Heenan
Well,
Wire?
no, no, wait,
What about
wait,
Heenan
wait.
Wire? What
Wait,
about
his
Oh,
crew is
look at me! Look at me! I can blow fire. Frankie can do that.
yeah, Heenan Wire
Wait,
apparently hype. What are you talking
We'll get
about?
the kid. We'll get the kid later.
Yeah, we'll
alright?
get
Why do we?
We'll
Okay.
get the kid later, yeah. All right.
Okay.
So Sergeant Shinobu planned to release the Crescent Moon Samurai. So Orochi will not let these people go because he cannot admit that he is wrong, right?
Yes.
So Yasu's death only really served to motivate Zoro and Ashura. Because it doesn't really affect the whole... Which
Yeah,
now
but it
boys
won't-
people are-
thing. Yeah.
And people are upset that this is saying Yasu's death was pointless. And I don't know, man. You got to look at it from the perspective of, okay, people are going to try things, right? Try to
Yeah.
do shit to help situations. And sometimes it's just not going to work.
But here's
Like, it can't-
here's my
And I think
comment
that's
on
just
that.
what happened.
Here's my comment on
like-
that. Yasu, like, realistically, no one cared that much about Yasu in the grand scheme of the One Piece verse. He's not Ace, you know, like, his death shouldn't have massive impacts.
But it
and
still
implications.
it still serves the purpose of
Yeah, it still has a
the
purpose.
the enemy doesn't know they're going to attack on the Fire Festival. That was the purpose.
Yeah, but it's kind of like they
What?
do, but they don't at the same time. Because
They can read the thing.
the thing's still out there. The only difference is the two crosses or whatever, the two lines on the snakes, whatever that
I don't know what
means.
that
Who knows
is.
what that means? So
Too soon
Um,
still.
I think it's got to be more of a it's got to be more of an ambush thing at the Fire Festival. I think they're gonna know that they're coming. Like
We'll get to
They
that.
always
later.
Yeah.
I mean, something's destroy it.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen.
there's gonna be there has to be some sort of big uproar, big moment.
How are
when,
they
like-
not going to see 1,000 ships coming to Onigashima?
Yeah,
I mean, then Kinemon said that we don't really need that many ships. It's like just like some small dinghies
If
will
you-
be
if you
fine. And
remember
then you got
back-
Nami.
If you remember back like 20 something chapters, right, when they
Yeah.
were describing the plan is that Orochi and Kaido are going to be drinking and eating
and distracted.
and distracted, and then we attack them.
Yeah,
So we'll see what happens
Yeah.
with that. Maybe Big Mom might be
And-
joining them for a nice little feast.
who knows?
All right.
We'll talk about that at the end of the chapter because there's massive implications, and we reset where we were last time we saw Big Mom.
Okay.
Right? Because last time we're talking about Luffy Big Mom alliance, and now it's kind of flipped back over to the Big Mom Kaido alliance. But that's for later, all right? We'll talk about that later because we're still going to talk about law. All right. So Nami is safe in Ebisu town. She's talking to Beppo and the others. They give her the new symbol, whatever that means. It's indecipherable. It's got two crosses on the snake. Who knows what that means, right?
Okay.
We'll find out eventually. I mean, there's theories out there, but it's so hard to decipher. Like, who knows? There's nothing there really. All right. So now we get a little flashback with Hawkins and Law, and look at this. Oda did not skip it. All right. I want a written apology from everyone calling Oda trash for skipping this. All right.
All right.
Where's
Who
my
called it?
where's my apology?
Skip it. We thought Oda was going to skip.
The whole how it happened, how Law got captured by Hawkins. Like everyone thought that, you know, it was a full fight that Oda skipped. You know, even though we told them that it wouldn't be a fight because Hawkins.
Well,
Has
the
all the
thing is,
cards.
he kind of did skip it.
Man,
What I mean is, like, we're getting a flashback of what happened.
yeah, Oda
So
just
kinda-
did that so we get the cool panel at the end of the chapter, where he's just like,
yeah.
"Oh shit, shocking ending."
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like, I think how he did it here was perfect. Like,
Yeah, just give us a flashback.
yeah. I thought it was great.
All right, we got the flashback. Law gave himself in to Hawkins. All right, Hawkins afraid of Law, the man who does not consider fate or consider
The
the future, not fate. I'm talking about JoJo. JoJo's still stuck in my head. All right, let's not talk about fate.
Okay.
All right, but the man who does not consider the future. Law death flags flying, super hard right now.
Also, more stuff on Hawkins that we already assumed.
Yeah.
He's a man of predictability
Yeah,
and percentages.
yeah.
As soon
All
as
he
it
cares about is the future.
as soon as it flips to Luffy's side,
He's on the crew.
He's gonna join.
He's gonna join. All right, we all know that. and that's obvious.
Well, it's crazy how he's terrified of Law. I'm like, bro, you should be worried about Luffy. If you say Law doesn't care about the future and just like the things he's doing is so
Yeah, Luffy
reckless.
doesn't give a fuck.
Oh my god.
No, I think it's different with Luffy because he still has that dream of Pirate King, right?
No,
Like-
but Luffy at the end of the day, he's gonna do whatever it takes in the moment to get to that goal.
Sure,
Right?
but-
It's like Luffy's not gonna hold out and say, you know what, I want to become Pirate King, so I can't risk this here.
But
He's
he wouldn't
this is a
he
step
wouldn't
there.
risk his friends like Law would, right? Or the bravado.
no,
Yeah,
no,
the bravado that Law would.
But I think Law was
yeah.
bluffing for sure.
Yeah, I think it's more about Law.
Yeah, Law was
It's more bravado than he would actually do it, right?
yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do it.
So
But I think Hawkins I think that just shows like Hawkins is. I think combat wise, he feels like he's a bit inferior to Law, or like I wouldn't be able to stop him if he.
I
actually tried.
think Hawkins is that character that, he's more comfortable with him being in full control. He doesn't like to be, on the back foot. But I'm pretty sure.
He's like Crollo.
Yeah, he's powerful. We saw him clash with Zoro. Zoro confirmed that he's strong. So Hawkins.
Yeah, but he wants to have a plan though.
Yeah,
Like, he doesn't want to be
yeah.
like, reacting.
He wants to
He's
come
gonna
into
have
a fight.
he's gonna have plan
Yeah.
A, B, C, D.
Yeah, he wants to go into a
Yes.
fight with all the plans, all the backup things. So
Exactly.
He wins, right? So that's
So like remember when he approached like Luffy and Zoro, like he had like, okay, this is how I'm gonna do it because we.
Which is a very, very rare character in One Piece.
Oh, very rare, and we all love it. We all enjoy it.
I love Hawkins.
We all,
so far,
everyone
man.
loves
He's been
Hawkins,
awesome.
right? Everyone loves Hawkins.
Not everybody.
Come on, Silvers. Why don't you like Hawkins?
I'm not feeling him. I don't see the reason that people are falling in love with this guy.
Because
He hasn't really done
he
anything.
has a
Yeah, I
plan.
get,
And he sticks to the plan. All right, that's why we love
And-
Hawkins.
and
I think
what we've
competence,
seen in One Piece-
competence.
Yeah,
Silvers.
He also
yeah,
has a cool.
he is competent.
Yeah.
He does have his whole competence thing, but the whole point for me in One Piece, the characters that I've come to love in One Piece are those characters who just don't have a plan.
But it's also a change of pace because everyone's like, why isn't Luffy like Hawkins?
Yeah.
Why isn't Luffy smart?
Well,
Yeah.
well,
Oh,
Law,
no,
Law
that's
is like
that's just people looking to change an established character.
Yeah.
Luffy's not going to be the
what were
Hawkins
you
character.
saying, Brago, about Law?
I think Law is like Hawkins a bit.
Yeah, a little
Pretty
bit,
much,
but not to the
yeah.
same degree. Like,
Well,
I
the thing
think-
is,
yeah.
like I said, Hawkins he wants to be like in control of every situation. Where Law, I think he's more maneuverable. Where it's
Yeah.
like you can throw him in and he's gonna figure it out. Where
Yeah.
Hawkins he wants to have a plan going in. And Law's coming kind of the same way. Like he was talking to the Straw Hats and saying, hey, or the Alliance saying, hey, we gotta stick to the plan. Like this is
Yeah.
the plan, and
So,
shit goes awry.
He tells the Beppo and shit, don't tell Straw Hat I'm captured.
Makes
Beppo,
sense.
Penguin, and Chachi are released. They're in Ebisu Town. And
But-
now they say, we gotta save the captain.
Fuck the plan. We're gonna save the captain. They're gonna mess things
Oh,
up.
Fuck, I hate
That makes sense, though.
it makes
Like,
sense, but
Yeah,
but
that's
they're
what they're
retarded.
supposed to do.
I hate
I mean,
them
but, yeah.
because they're not strong and they're just gonna fuck it up.
Why do you think Oda's doing this to Law's crew? Someone like it's gotten to the point where people are commenting and they're like, I think Law's crew is just like surgeons. Like literally just doctors.
They're just for,
Law's
like-
just
But we've only seen the only one we've seen with combat feats is Beppo, and it's not even that
this
good.
is the disconnect, right?
Yeah.
Oda wants us to feel like Law is tight with his crew, and that they're similar to the Straw Hats in that
yeah.
way, in which they die for each other and shit. But Law as a character is like,
But we saw it in Zoro.
Edgy.
Law was willing to let his crew go so he could get his revenge on Dothraki. Like,
well,
is Law...
I mean, but he was also willing to let them stay on Zoe
That's
rather
true, yeah.
than
I know.
come with him to Dressrosa.
But he
Yeah.
was willing to put his crew through that trauma so he could get his revenge on Dothraki.
Well, that was his dream.
And now he's
No, that was his- at that point.
completed his dream, and what's he even
yeah,
doing?
I was gonna say,
You know?
do you guys think we'll get Law's new aim in One Piece soon?
Well, we know what it is.
No, 'cause-
Do we?
We do.
Yeah.
What is it?
Wait, what is it?
To find out more about the Will D. Like that's like because after his conversation at the end of Dressrosa with Sengoku, like he wants to know more about the Will D, exactly what it is. So I think for him, continuing his journey to find out more about that to kind of get a closer connection
Look,
to Corazon.
in my mind, Law, massive death flags. He's got nothing to live for. He's got no goal. He's gonna die in the Wano.
The thing about him finding out what the Willow D is, right,
Yeah.
has nothing to do with taking out Kaido. So there's a disconnect, right?
Well, no, but it has.
I mean,
it has
it's
a
the
lot to do with
original established plan.
Yeah, I
though.
know it's the original established plan, but that
But-
wasn't.
But
really
it has a lot to
Law's
do.
goal.
No, it does though, because at this point, right? We know Kaido has one of the poneglyphs.
Yeah, there's ancient
And-
history with Wano that it could all connect.
It's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot that could connect there.
So
And
he wants
for all we know, once Law leaves them, he could take like
Do you guys actually
rubbings
think
of the
Law's?
poneglyphs.
Do you think Law's leaving the alliance?
I think Law
He
dies.
has to.
I think Law dies
I
before
think
any
he's
of that.
too commercially valuable to leave the alliance at this point.
Look,
They can replace him with someone.
Law is
No,
so
if Law
popular
does-
that he
if
won't
Law
leave
does
the crew.
leave- If Law does leave the current alliance, I think he's still going to be like an
the
ally
story.
per se. Yeah,
Look,
he's still going to be in the story. And he's still
I don't know
gonna
about
be
an ally. Though. I don't know about an ally.
No.
He's gonna be. It's more like Roger and Whitebeard. They're
Do you-
okay with
right,
each other. They're cool with each other,
Right.
but it's
Hang
not
on,
like
wait,
they're gonna go
wait
out of their
though.
way to help each other.
Do you guys think that like, I know people want Law to be his own man,
Yeah.
right, and do things for himself, but like you got to remember, Luffy like completed his dream
yeah.
and put his life on the line to complete Law's dream. So like, you know, Law kind of
And Law kind of just manipulated Luffy the whole time. So is Law really
I
that
feel like
holding up his
Law
end of
has
the
a life
bargain?
debt to
I mean,
Luffy.
did he really manipulate Luffy? The whole thing was we need to go beat Doflamingo. Law
Look,
was more. Law wanted to beat Doflamingo a lot more than he wanted to take out
but
Kaido.
Silvers, if you think about it, the small devil fruits aren't really going to affect the battle, and they're not.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
really
so
not.
we could have skipped Dressrosa and gone straight to Wano, but
Oh yeah, I was talking to a lot of people about this before. If we would have seen these smile users before we went to Dressrosa, I feel like a lot of people in the community and the Straw Hats themselves would have said,
Well,
"Why the
hang
fuck?
on.
Why even
Well,
bother?"
This is the
Like,
thing
there's
about,
no-
but
we
this is the
don't
thing
need
about
to-
Dressrosa. It's extremely important for the rest of the.
Yeah, I know.
Story.
But what
It's
I'm
not just
saying
about the
is,
small
what I'm
dolphins.
saying is, Dressrosa not necessarily necessary to the plan of taking down Kaido, because the whole thing with Dressrosa was we're gonna fuck up Doflamingo's operation and lure Kaido out on his own so we can finish him on his own,
and also take out Mingo.
and also take Mingo at the same time. It wasn't we're gonna destroy the Smile Factory so Kaido's weapons are weakened in Wano. It was to draw Kaido out of his territory.
Yeah. Do you guys
So-
think that if we didn't go to Dressrosa, Mingo would be part of the Wano fight? Do you reckon he'd call up Doflamingo and be like, "Come help me"? or
Can
we'll
help me
destroy
out.
it? Or-
I don't know.
No, I think if that didn't happen, Oda would write it in a plot where Doflamingo was conveniently visiting Wano at the time.
Yeah, Doflamingo would be the broker selling weapons, training weapons. He would be there.
Okay.
Remember because they had a
He'd
meeting
be-
in Wano,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That would be Doflamingo instead of like
The CP0, yeah.
the actual CP0. So
Yeah. So
It'd either be something like that, or Doflamingo he'd be pissed at the Straw Hats for taking out his main buyer, and Doflamingo would have been used
Brago.
as a point to show
Yeah.
like, yeah, the Straw Hats are a lot stronger now.
Brago, you're aware that Doflamingo is escaping very shortly.
he's escaping in Pout Down. That's obvious.
It's gonna be.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
for
out
sure.
of jail very quickly.
All right.
the thing
so-
is, just too important of a character. So
Yeah.
it's like Oda's gonna have him be relevant in the story.
he has to commentate the final arc. Surely he's commentating it.
He's laughing. He's
speech
having a
was
good
that
time.
Yeah. All right.
Best
So
speech.
I would rather that Law died and stayed the hero and lived and became the villain, because in my
I
mind,
agree.
Law has no business betraying the Straw Hats. No business. All right.
There's no reason for him to.
Luffy helped him out with Dressrosa. I mean, they're kind of fucking up the plan, but Law's own crew fucked up the plan. Law has no legs to stand on to
Wait.
betray the crew. All right? Law has no legs to stand on. It's all like Luffy got captured, sure, but Beppo and his crew also got captured. So what's the difference? So Law has no
Well, the
reason
thing is,
to betray the crew.
well, no, but the thing is, because Luffy got captured, everyone had to pivot, right? Because
Sure.
Luffy just left everyone where he was and went. So like everybody had to kind of just like, all right, so what the hell do we do now?
Do you think everyone would have died if Luffy didn't interfere with Kaido? Because he was going there.
No.
No, he just did a
Hawkins
breath
is like
attack.
they're over there.
Yeah, he did a breath attack and he was fine with that. He wasn't gonna go check.
Yeah, breath attack, and then he got distracted by Luffy. Shinobu dug them into a ground. Kaido
Yeah.
would have gone over there, saw nothing there,
Yeah.
and was like, yeah, fuck
So-
it, they're dead.
So last week, right, we saw Drake acting strangely.
Yes.
Is that the alliance that everyone's headcanoning?
The secret Drake Law Alliance.
Is it?
My headcanon. My headcanon.
It's not
that
your
I've been
headcanon.
calling for- I have been calling this for years.
Alright,
and
alright,
people have been saying you're
alright.
fucking stupid.
All right, Silvers.
What do you?
Absolutely stupid.
So was he basing this off of them being on the same island at the same time
Yeah.
back then? Or
Not when
because
they were
they
kids.
had some-
Not when they were
had some-
kids. It was just a headcanon theory that I came up with out of nowhere.
Well,
and
they had some interesting dialogue in was it
And
Sabaody?
Sabaody.
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
he said, "Yo, Drake, how many
How many
people
people have you killed?
Just cut,
Yeah.
and then just cut away."
And we don't know what's happened in the time skip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Law
And we
could
don't know
have
why.
been like-
We don't know why Drake has gone to Kaido because he went
But
himself.
this is my thing with Drake, right? How could he be a part of the alliance when he massacred Tama's village?
That's true,
I
but
mean,
it's part
keeping-
it's part of
whatever
keeping up appearances. But here's the thing, we saw
Yeah, like-
we
And at
saw.
the same time, he doesn't really care about these people.
Let me bring up the Vivid cards because we saw in Drake's Vivid card or data book or something. I can't remember where it was. Maybe SBS. That Law, his dream was to join Kaido's crew. Why? We don't know. Right?
It matches the aesthetic.
It matches his aesthetic, sure.
Okay.
All right, he's a dinosaur. But why does he want to join the Kaido's crew?
They said that was his dream.
Something like that.
It was his goal.
It was his
He's
goal.
not dream.
His
Yeah.
goal,
Yeah.
his goal
Yeah.
every time skip was to join Kaido's crew.
You know
Yeah.
how
I'm
it-
like, yo, that changes a lot if that's his dream to join
Yeah,
Kaido's crew.
I
Then
can't
he's not
exactly
flipping
remember
at
what
all.
it said, but it says something,
Okay.
something to the words of that. So there's a
Okay.
plan there for Drake. I think there is a plan there for Drake. But also, who's Sanji gonna fight if Drake goes to our side?
one of these
thought-
policemen.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
come on, man.
you.
Come on, man.
Sanji, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with Sanji at the moment.
Oh,
I
Alright.
think Sanji. I mean, it could be a commander.
Sanji and Drake versus.
If it's a
I don't know.
Silvers, I don't know what I don't know how you feel about this, but for us, like Zoro and Sanji aren't ready to fight King and Queen by themselves.
No.
Oh no,
said
I'm
that-
100%. I'm 100% on your side. I believe that.
I agree, but I think Oda is gonna find a way to get them there. He's gonna find a way
Yeah,
to get
but
Zoro.
He's got 8 days. They could train.
I don't
8
like
days
it.
is bro.
don't
Luffy
like
caught
it.
up to Katakuri in like 11 hours. Like so,
don't like it.
think like they can figure it out in 8 days because Zoro's gonna get a fight before he fights.
if
like,
they
the final
if
map.
they train, I'm not that mad. But if they don't train, it's weird. You know what I mean?
But we know.
I
And
think
I'm still in that.
Well,
I'm
well,
still in
well-
that small minority that think that if Luffy
But
fights Katakuri
this is
again,
the thing
it's not
we
gonna be
say
that
all the
easy.
time, right?
Eric, remember real quick in Water 7, Zoro fought Kaku
I'm aware.
and he got overwhelmed, right? And then once they fought again, Zoro said, "I've gotten several levels stronger." And Zoro fought that guy on the sea train and a bunch of fodder, and he said he's gotten several
Hey,
levels stronger.
don't disparage T-Bone.
Wanze's
Yeah,
alright.
Don't
he's a-
disrespect T-Bone, all right?
For all we
T-Bone,
know, he
yeah.
has
So-
a Wazamo.
Brago, this is my
Oh,
this is the
man.
thing we talk about all the time on this show. If Zoro and Sanji beat commanders now,
Blackbeard's
why
not impressive,
is
yeah.
it special when
Yeah.
they beat Blackbeard's commanders?
Yeah,
Because they're
it's
the
not, yeah.
commanders. You see what I'm talking about?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So like the
Well,
the
okay,
progression is strange if they beat commanders here.
Yeah.
What if it's a 2v1?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
2v1's fine. We're fine with 2v1s.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I understand.
Solo's weird progression.
Because, like, why...
But I think-
if Zoro beats King, why is the Shiryu fight interesting? Because Zoro's already
Well,
beaten King.
should you? Well, I presume Oda is going to find a way to scale Blackbeard's crew higher than the regular commanders, like he does with Rogers, right? Because we see how much like Oda loves Rayleigh and how much like wank he gives to Rayleigh.
Yeah,
so I
sure.
expect him to do that to Shiryu at some point.
Sure,
Where
but... yeah.
that's why I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if like I feel like something apt he could do, like if we find out Shiryu took out Mihawk,
Yeah.
then it's like holy shit.
I
Like,
really don't like that. Though.
Uh,
Yeah, I hate that,
Yeah.
but... Yeah, but, you know...
why?
I-
Why you hit
Cause
that?
I get what you mean, but
Because
Yeah,
Mihawk,
the shit-
Mihawk is the goal for Zoro, therefore that should be his final achievement.
No, but
it'd
that's
be
what I'm
like
saying,
Luffy not finding the One Piece. It's like...
No, it's not the same thing though, because that could still be the goal. Zoro's goal isn't literally Mihawk. Mihawk just has it right now.
But the whole
right?
promise
So-
of like surpassing him and all that shit.
It annoys me because we're not going to see the Zoro Mihawk fight.
But-
That's why it annoys me.
Exactly. You know it's not gonna happen, and I think I kind of lost that whole rivalry.
It's going to
thing.
happen. It's going to happen. All right?
I think what happened for me, like the whole 3D2Y thing with Zoro and Mihawk, it kind of took it out of like it took. I wasn't as hyped for it anymore
Zoro- the
because
student
you're
was-
training this guy to beat you. Like I didn't like that at all.
The
But
student
Oh,
was
you're
surpassed
talking
the
about the
master,
whole
right? Yeah.
master sensei
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
But they
yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
had
that's-
had that antagonistic relationship at B.D.A.
Yeah,
in a
like
way.
Zoro, like Mihawk gave him the respect. So like I'm not that upset
Yeah.
about that 3D2Y stuff, but
I didn't like.
I want to see
Brago,
Zoro fighting Mihawk. Right? I don't want Mihawk
He
getting
has
not
to
a
pull
fight.
out the little knife. Zoro
100%.
fights him with the little knife, then they progress. It's beautiful.
That's-
Now, this
that's
is
actually
Brago,
fun.
your complaint is a common thing on Oro Jackson, where a lot of people are going,
hang on.
well, he trained him now. That's his
Silvers.
sensei. That
Wait,
yeah.
all right. So
I just
Mihawk,
don't like.
Mihawk's one of the most important moments in One Piece in terms of scope building for the show
Yeah,
in B.D.A. Because it widens the scope to infinite levels after Zoro gets wrecked by Mihawk.
yeah, he's the first like powerful character. Yeah.
It's for me. It's one of the two promises Oda must keep. The first promise is Luffy meeting Shanks, and the second promise is Zoro beating Mihawk. Those
Yeah.
are the two
But I
things he
like-
can't break.
The thing is, what I think for me now, what I like is promises not being kept. Like I like the fact that Yasui's like sacrifice didn't work because shit just isn't
Yeah,
always
but
gonna go your way.
Braga, there's a difference between that and a 25-year promise.
That doesn't happen.
That
Well, the
doesn't
promise. Well, he told him to get stronger and come face him, right? But it's like Ace told Luffy some shit like, "Hey, I will never die. I'm always gonna be here to protect you." It's like you don't know. It's you can't predict the future.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
like
get what you're
Mihawk,
saying, yeah.
he's thinking like I'm like there's nobody else that can really come and challenge me, and here comes Shiryu. Like he wouldn't expect.
I think
that.
the most
So it's
satisfying answers to these questions are like Luffy actually seeing Shanks and Luffy's smile
Yeah.
and Shanks' smile will be the most
that's
satisfying.
that
thing.
has to happen.
Yeah.
I think that one has to happen.
That has to
for
happen.
sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Shanks meeting Luffy again. I know a lot of people saying like, "Oh, while Wano is
Shanks
going
is
on."
gonna die and all this.
Yeah,
other
no, that,
Blasphemy.
no, no,
Blasphemous.
no. Luffy has to meet Shanks again because I think it's going to be another parallel, right? We had the I don't want to jump forward to the end of the chapter, but something like that with Luffy and Shanks they clash, then the heavens part.
Okay.
All right, moving forward with the chapter, we got Konjiro has Yasui's body, and they'll give him proper burial in Kuri.
Okay.
Right, a little side story for Konjiro. Hasn't been really doing much.
Kind of useless.
Yeah, kind of a.
Will
Useless guy.
Denjiro turn up to the funeral?
Oh, Denjiro, where are you? Are you Kirishiro?
Oh, you mean Kirishiro?
Have you heard our problems with Kirishiro though being Denjiro?
It is a whole lot of fucking issues, but we'll
I have
find
issues with it.
because
I do have
like
issues
it doesn't contextually make sense for the people
It
and
doesn't.
shit. Because like people, unless
unless he's transformed some way.
or he was wearing a mask as Denjiro or something like that,
Yeah, like
some
who
kind
the
of
fuck knows?
illusionary stuff. But it doesn't really make sense.
At this point, I would be 100% okay with one of those mafia bosses that we saw in the prison, specifically that one mafia
Also-
boss that we saw with the ponytail. Being
Also, the
Denjiro.
witching owl boy.
Where is the witching owl
What's that
boy?
gonna happen?
Where is it?
It's a poo.
It's not up.
Christian, I'm
Christian,
I'm still following your theory that the Witching Hour Boy is a combination effort between
Toko,
Toko
Hiyori.
and Hiyori.
Yeah, I don't.
Makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, and Kirishiro to a certain extent, but
Yeah,
we'll see how that turns out.
if he turns traitor
Yeah,
or whatever.
but all right. So Frankie and Nami and Konjuro will head to Kuri. Frankie's made a cool tiger bike.
Shout out to the tiger bike.
To the tiger bike. It's probably a live tiger with a whole bunch of mods on it.
Yeah.
Frankie making cyborgs wherever he goes. All right. Frankie on the move. Right. So Robin, Usopp, and Brook managed to get on the riverboats on the barge.
Meme
I
scene.
assume they're going to Kuri, right? Or Ebisu.
You'd have to assume.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or Ebisu.
I hope
Oh.
they go to the docks because everyone's apparently going to the docks.
Yeah, but how they get that information? They're Demushi, I guess. Maybe I don't know. So, yeah, they're going down the river. We get the meme faces. That's
Yeah.
why they don't get caught. I mean, Oda instantly undoing the thing he set up in the same chapter, but that's all right. It's a pretty funny gag. I don't mind it that much, but that's all right. They have Toko. She is safe. She's under Brooks' dress, garb.
Okay.
Right.
We got a cute panel of Robin.
Robin holding Otoko.
Beautiful.
And the Otoko for crew threads go wild.
Okay.
Obvious
I'm-
evidence.
no,
Obvious.
Momonosuke.
obvious evidence.
Momonosuke, come
alright?
on.
What?
now.
These.
Oh, Toko to join the crew? Are
Yeah.
you serious?
The theory
that's
the
a-
theory
that's a
is the
big
kid
thing.
the kid trio is gonna join the Straw Hats
She's
crew.
gonna live with Kinemon and Suru. Like, come on.
Nah, the kid trio, Brago, join the Straw Hat crew.
Wait, Momo,
Momo,
Toko, and Tama?
Tama, yeah. The kid trio.
Nah,
What is the
Momo's
purpose?
joining
What is the
everybody.
purpose of all these children?
Momo is. Yeah, Momo is. Everybody else
To
is
make
gonna
us feel
live
connected
with
to
somebody.
Wano, to the next generation.
The next generation.
The
of
next
children?
generation will open the borders.
Okay.
All that kind of shit, you know? That
Alright.
kind of thematic shit.
Okay.
That, you know, I'm guessing Odin will talk about at some point.
Sure.
So, where are we? Alright. It turns out Ashura Doji has been collecting ships for years. Alright? And he has collected all of them. It turns out he indeed was just a salty boy the entire time. Alright? He did care. Alright? Some people saying this is contradictory.
Shout out to Dritz.
Contradictory character motives. It's not my fault you didn't read the character correctly the first time you saw him, and that he was just a salty boy.
Okay.
Alright? He's just a salty boy. Relax, alright? So Ashura Doji has these ships. Frankie will fix them. There will be hype battleships. Alright, we're gonna
Absolutely.
have
Forgetting
weapons, cannons.
you forgot the
About what?
crucial part of the chapter
What?
about the flying ships, Christian.
Oh, the flying ship.
We will
war.
have airships going to Onigashima. That is obvious. The Sunny will have a giant hot air balloon on it.
I don't know how that's
Wait,
strategically valid at all.
What?
Oh, I think it's just because they emphasize they're building the sky ships.
That'll
for the
happen.
Fire.
I guarantee you that'll happen.
Okay.
I mean, I put that in my fan fictions. I've never actually thought it was a possibility.
But
Flying Sunny, 100%.
Braga, what do you think about the sky ships?
I don't know. if we can go
Highlighted
that
for
far.
no reason in this
No.
chapter.
no, it's highlighted.
I mean, I could see.
It's highlighted for thematic reasons.
I get it. That's what they
Because
do.
you know, it's
You know, I
it's
could see it
to
happening.
celebrate. It's to celebrate the dead and the ghosts of the past will return on that night.
Yeah,
Right,
but
it's
I
like-
could see it happening simply because, like y'all said earlier, who's not gonna see 1,000 ships pulling up to Onigashima?
it doesn't really matter.
Like, from the sky, they have the attack clip.
Do we forget that
Oh, yeah,
Kaido's a
that's
dragon and can breathe fire? How's being in
He's
the air?
eating and
He's
drinking.
like you said, he's drunk and distracted.
I don't know.
It's gonna
He's
be
not
like what's his
until
name?
it's too late.
Like Game of Thrones, where Kaido and them are gonna forget that they have ships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also-
Nah,
They
I
wanna
could see
pull
like the Sunny being like the main flagship flying in. Maybe.
Does
I
Frankie
don't know.
go pick up the Sunny or what?
Eventually, he's gonna
Okay.
he's gonna repair it at some point.
Sure.
Who knows? Maybe
Didn't
before
they
they
say
leave.
that we don't need the Sunny? We don't need like something as big as the Sunny.
The Sunny
It's just
ain't
like-
that big, all right.
The Sunny will be involved.
The Sunny will be involved, all right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, now we go over to the hype part of the chapter. All right, Queen. Well, first of all, Big Mom is eating. It looks like semla. It's probably Oshiruku though.
Okay, giant ones.
Giant ones. She's eating.
Absolutely.
I'm guessing Queen told him to feed her because they know about Big Mom. They know
I love this contextual evidence that we have here, Christian.
that they know.
The Emperor's crews know about each other, and it's indeed implied by the way Oda writes it that they've met before.
100% they met
Each
before.
crew's met before,
Yeah,
which I
they know-
like.
They know about Big Mom. She's gonna go on a rampage. We don't want that. We don't want a rampage. All right.
Okay.
We just want to talk to her. All right. We don't want a rampage right now. So they're feeding
Just
her.
to play devil's advocate,
Yeah.
what about the moment when Shanks first met Marco? He said, "Oh, you're Marco the Phoenix." Like he's never met him before. He's heard of him, but
Yeah,
he's
they've heard. They know of each other.
But
right?
Silver's Kaido and Big Mom are on the same crew.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Like I said, I was
Yeah.
just playing devil's advocate.
yeah. So Queen is getting roasted by King for letting Big Mom in the castle. Or was that Jack? Did Jack say that? Or was
But
it
all
King?
of them were talking.
I think Jack said it because the
Yeah, it was
lines
Jack.
were going
Like,
Jack.
Jack.
why'd you
now.
bring him here? Why'd you
Yeah.
bring her here for?
Yeah, what'd you bring her here for? Queen's like, what was I supposed to do? Queen meandering
Yeah.
around.
I kind of agree. Like, what the fuck is Queen supposed to do? Big Mom's more of a problem than Luffy.
100%. 100%.
So like,
Absolutely.
what do you want him to do?
Alright, so Queen roasting King for letting Big Mom onto Wano. King's like, I thought I knocked your ship down. What do you want from me? Alright, is Perispero going up the waterfall as we speak? Where is he?
King's not there. So...
King's not patrolling the skies. Where is Perispero? All right.
They're working on it.
You have to imagine the Big Mom Pirates have found some way to infiltrate the country by this point.
Yeah,
It's been
they
what,
should be.
this
Yeah, they should
They
be.
could
up
be
there.
playing cards right now.
Well,
Yeah.
as soon as
but
Carter,
maybe they don't know. They don't know if King is still around. Like that was their entire fear. Like we can't move from here because we don't know what he's
Yeah.
gonna do. But it's like if he's still sitting around now, oh my god, come on.
I like how Oda
That'd be
set up this scene, right? Because from the get-go, we know that Carter's playing ball with Big Mom.
100%.
Big Mom has all the cards in this relationship. What's going on?
Yeah.
How big
so-
is this debt?
This life debt, we'll find out eventually, alright? So, Big Mom, one of the most fascinating parts of this chapter, Big Mom missing 3 races from her crew. One is obviously giants.
Yes.
We're missing 2, alright? Some people say Tontata, but there are Tontata in
The
Totland.
background.
You can see them in the background. It's all Tontatas.
Mm-hmm.
We're missing 2 races. Who knows what they are? There is maybe a Skypean guy in Big Mom's crew. There's like a devil man with wings. Who knows if that's a Skypean or not?
Might be fake wings.
Might be fake wings. It's hard to tell sometimes, Oda. He likes to draw fake
Yeah.
wings. So we don't really know about the Sky Racers. But she asked King to join her crew, as King is one of the extinguished races.
I like how this entire scene mirrors Whitebeard and Shanks.
Yeah, 100%.
It's pretty good.
Now, unfortunately, we cannot talk about the official translation because it's not out yet.
Yes.
And scheduling problems, we had to do it now, alright?
Okay.
I do this episode now. So, it's going to be massively important on the wordage on extinguished from history or lost to history.
Yes.
Two have
Could they have
very
been
separate
one of those
implications.
races?
Yeah. One implies that they were erased by some sort of world government
By the Void
shenanigans.
Century.
By the Void Century shit.
Erased implies Void Century.
The other stuff is more like their disease, whatever, they were lost to history and
Knocked up to Sky Island.
knocked off Sky Island, all that kind of shit. So it's
Yeah.
going to be massively important in the official
Read the
translation of this. Yeah.
Or something that they had something so valuable that
They-
humans
yeah.
pretty much.
Was it one of Emu's eradicate?
Maybe.
All right, maybe.
That could be
Oh
something.
wait, seriously, we're on board with that. Seriously,
I
I
don't
was
I don't know,
actually,
man.
like half
I
joking.
assume-
then
I-
Emo says it's time for another cleanse.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, he
That
said
means
it's
it
time
happened
for a
before?
cleansing, which implies that he's done it before. I don't know. It could be the first
The,
one.
the
but I
Groves
doubt it.
ask who have you chosen, which implies that he's chosen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, right,
so,
right,
like,
right.
Um,
Like this is a thing he does,
Yeah.
like his hobby.
I assume King's a Skypean. I'm not gonna make up a
Sky
new
Race.
race.
Bilkin,
Yeah, the Valkyrie.
Valkyrie Race.
Valkyrie.
People are hung up on King's fire, and it must be because of his race.
Is he a Tengu race?
I will
I've seen
remind
that.
you that Cracker has fire on his hair for no reason as well.
Also, Luffy has
Yeah,
red
it's
horse.
Firecracker.
like the firecracker thing.
Also, Luffy
People
has
are
red horse,
going
like-
back
In
to
an
the,
SBS, Oda was asked about it, and he goes, "I don't know, I liked it."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know about the
people
fire
are still
thing.
going on about the yokai race too.
Yeah.
Is the Tengu race because we have Tengu Yama, Hitetsu.
Yeah,
They
and he
both
has the
have
wing.
wings.
Maybe.
I swear to God, if it's like a secret black winged Skypian race, the anime seriously fucked this up
Okay.
because he has white wings in the anime. Like,
Hmm
I hope it's not that because they would have fucked it up royally.
I think it's just
So,
another
we have-
Skypian race.
We have giants and Skypeans, assumably. Third race that's missing.
Missing third race.
Wanoian.
Wanuian is not a
Wano
race.
country.
Wano.
Samurai.
Samurai is not
Samurai
a race.
race. I don't know
Um,
that race.
Wanoian.
Wanuian.
Well, I mean,
Would
the
Kaido,
ancient giants are
dragon-
another race as well, but she's not complaining about that.
Ancient giant. What about ancient giant?
That's
Does
what he
that
just
count?
said, man.
Oars and shit.
Ancient. You talking about like oars?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
Oars
that count? That might
But
count.
don't-
I
I-
mean,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
Orange Jr. was alive. For all we know, there could be more, but I think that they said that he was like one of the last of his kind.
Yeah, so that could be it. I
Right.
don't know if Big Mom counts that as a race. You know, because like
Yeah,
um,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah, all I'm saying is she may count the Skypeans as like one whole race. That's
What
why
about,
she's
what
not
about the moon
so
race?
hung up on the ancient
the
giants.
moon race.
What about
no
the
one
moon
knows about.
rats?
The moon rats.
Yeah.
Aren't they supposed to be like elongated heads?
No,
The moon rats.
There's moon rats on the moon.
The moon
Silvers.
pirates
The-
on the moon on an else cover story.
Oh yeah.
Do you not remember these characters, Silvers?
Yeah, I do. The people that
Do-
Inaru
do the
eviscerated.
Would the automatons count as a race?
No,
A
they're
robotic,
man-made. They're man-made.
A robotic race of AI.
No, I think if anything, she just put them in her collections book. It's not a race. It's
Alright,
just
okay.
it's just like a novelty.
Silver's telling us what is and isn't a race.
Okay.
Right? So there you go. All right. So King refuses to join the crew. Kaido walks in the room, orders his men to take off the cuffs.
Yes.
The respect. I like the respect that Kaido gives to Big Mom. I like it.
Well, I don't know if it's just respect though.
Also, Kaido doesn't give a fuck. All right. Also
But,
that.
yeah, Kaido. Well, yeah, Kaido's just like, you can't beat me.
All right.
Like,
This is the thing.
so that's confidence.
I don't
think.
know.
Also respect, but I
Yeah.
think
It's either that or he's looking at it as
A way for the
okay,
official to come
cuffs aren't
out,
gonna do
but
anything.
it's interesting. He says, "What are you doing? Take those off."
Yeah.
As in, like,
That's what I'm saying. It's more of a
yeah,
respectful
as in,
move.
like that's
That's
someone
Big
I
Mom.
respect.
Yeah.
Take them off. Like
that's an emperor of the sea. Why'd you put cuffs on her?
Yeah.
That's what it's kind
I
of
think
like.
that also doesn't make sense though. Like,
Wow.
how are you gonna ask them like why did you put cuffs on her? She was fucking. I mean, he's like attacking them.
Yeah, well,
You know, like-
kind of respects the Big
Yeah,
Mom.
it's
right?
interesting. I think people are projecting a certain persona on Kaido that he necessarily doesn't have.
Yeah, maybe.
Like,
yeah,
what do you
Because
mean?
every time we see him, he seems more measured and like thinking about the situation instead of a loose cannon that everyone thinks he is.
Oh, everyone expect him to be a barbarian.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a loose, crazy man that's
Yeah.
just gonna do whatever he wants.
yeah,
Like he was concerned.
Well-
He was concerned that Big Mom arrived.
yeah.
So like, I don't know what's going on with Kaido.
All right, so
I mean,
Yeah.
Braga, look at it like this. We know Antonio Montana's a violent dude, but if he went up to Don Corleone or something like that, you'd expect them to just have a sit down. We know one of them is massively hostile, but you know the respect is there just because of the status.
No, definitely, but it's weird because doesn't Kaido know King pushed her off the waterfall?
yes.
Yeah.
Do you
He
think that's
ordered it.
respectful? Like,
No,
do you
it's-
think that's respectful?
No, but that was in a hostile situation. This is it's really just a sit
I
down.
think Kaido's
his
like
territory.
Kaido's like, you're here now in my country. You're here. I'm gonna give you the respect that
And
you deserve.
every time they
You deserve to
interact
sit
with
down.
each other,
Yeah.
Big Mom has the upper hand.
Okay, maybe
yeah,
because
kinda,
Kaido
yeah.
owns her.
Yeah, because in terms of like their conversation,
yeah.
not in terms of like power. Or whatever.
Power feats. I mean, they're around the same level. Let's get crazy. All right.
Big Mom has the life debt,
They're
but Kaido
exactly
has
the
her,
same
like,
level.
in his.
They're the same level. I don't want to hear that Big Mom's weaker than
Could-
Kaido. I don't want to hear it.
I mean, could Kaido kill Big Mom right now?
I mean, I'm sure she would
I'm
find a
gonna
way to
say
break
no.
the chains.
It would take a few days, sure.
Yeah.
Days with his entire crew?
Yeah, Big Mom's
His
one
crew,
shot.
his crew,
Big
in my
Mom
opinion, his crew.
one shotted
nothing.
Queen without Haki. It's not a fit. It's like the other characters don't
Queen-
matter. The other characters
Brago,
don't
I don't know
matter.
about that. Well,
Brago, the
other
commanders
characters
don't matter.
I don't know about that.
100% the commanders
I can't
don't
say
matter.
that.
You can't say that?
at all.
Okay. All right.
No. I mean, I understand like with two Yonkos fighting, it's like they're not gonna provide
They're not gonna
like
help
a
Kaido.
decisive
yeah.
blow.
They're not gonna help Kaido.
But
yeah.
I think for those commanders, if Kaido, let's say Kaido loses to Big Mom, at that point, Big Mom is probably at her wit's end, and then
Yeah.
you still have three commanders that could take her out. Like
Kaido would just if
Okay,
Big Mom's
but-
crew was here, Kaido would just turn around and one shot.
But that's
Cracker.
that's the thing. Like if Big Mom's crew's there, it's literally a stalemate for days. So that's why like the Yonko, that's why they don't fight each other because it's like it's no.
you don't really
they-
you don't win
like-
anything. Yeah, both parties
Well,
lose.
Well, I think every
Yeah.
Yonko has like an X factor, right? That
Yeah.
if they get it, then it kind of puts them over the edge. I think Blackbeard, like if Aokiji actually joins Blackbeard, then that's like a huge X factor because you had a fucking admiral
Yeah.
join your crew,
Alright.
right? Like if Mihawk helps Shanks to fight another Yonko,
Yeah.
like you've added Mihawk to help you take down another Yonko. So it's like you need like an outside source or outside force that could help you take down these Yonko. But
Alright.
1-to-1 is like
Let's just finish this chapter. We only got a couple more points left. Big Mom pulls out Napoleon. Napoleon has the weirdest dialogue of all time. He was scared at strangers and he didn't know what to do. Fair
Makes a lot of
enough.
sense to me.
Fair enough. He's just a sword. Can he even move on his own? I don't know. I guess.
I'm gonna say no.
I mean,
I'm gonna say no.
the homies.
Just a
Well,
hat.
The homies are
Well,
established to be retarded. That's
true.
that
well,
is real.
I don't know about retarded. They're just super dependent on Big Mom,
Yeah.
right? So it's like with
And when
Napoleon,
she's not
literally.
about her, when she's out of her wits, we've already seen that the homies
They're affected
are
as well, right?
100%. Yeah.
And
they're not-
Napoleon,
they're not-
all he does, he takes information from all the other homies, right?
Yeah.
And does whatever the hell Big Mom wants him to do.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be so for Napoleon, imagine like you've been literally a fucking like handle your entire life,
And now you're gonna ask to
the
do
person that
something.
handles you is like he's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Let me just go to sleep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I expect that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know.
We
But
all know.
does this
We all.
excuse his absence?
Yes.
Since
Yes.
Big Mom showed up with.
It
Is
is
this
fine.
enough for you?
It's fine. I'm not upset.
It's fine. We all know what Oda's doing. We all know what Oda's doing, but it's fine.
But
Alright.
Silver's my thing is like, what would he do? Because say he's like, hey, mama, Big Mom, like you gotta wake up. She's like, who the fuck are you? Like, I don't even know who I am. So it's just like,
Oh yeah. I'm not saying that I'm necessarily upset about it. I'm just saying because there are a lot of people who say, "Oh, why isn't Napoleon waking up? If Napoleon wakes up, he can inform Big Mom. He can jog her
The
memory."
bigger question is, where is Prometheus?
That is the bigger question, and we'll find out
I
eventually.
don't know where Prometheus is. Chris.
right?
Yeah, he'll find. He'll turn up.
turn up.
He'll turn up.
All right.
Is he still on the Big
Yeah.
Mom ship? I mean,
I think the most interesting dialogue here is Big Mom says, "Who plans to die?"
Exactly.
Does this echo what Brooke told her in the treasure room?
Yeah, kind of, but
Is that intended from
I
her?
look by this dialogue, and it might sound crazy, and people might get upset, but I think Big Mom came here because she knows that Kaido's gonna listen to her by that dialogue alone. Because she says, "Who would just turn up to die?" She knows Kaido's not gonna kill her. She also knows that Kaido, with his life debt, whatever, Kaido has to at least listen
And
to
their
her.
passes on the same crew.
Yeah.
well,
so,
Kaido,
yeah.
but Kaido owes her. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's not. She knew nothing was gonna happen, but it's just.
Yeah.
Also, Kaido as big as Big Mom. The memes can stop now.
I mean, who knows how big Big Mom is? Who knows how big Kaido is? It changes every
I don't
week.
care about all this power or this size shit. Like it's just.
yeah, I don't.
It's so inconsistent.
I
It doesn't
like
matter.
how Oda this week, right?
Yeah.
Every time he draws Big Mom or Kaido,
Yeah.
they're always on low angles
Yeah.
and look absolutely massive.
Yeah.
Even compared to like Jack, King, and Queen, who are huge as well.
Yeah.
Like when they clash, everyone's looking up, implying that they're like towering over everyone else.
They are. They're fucking massive.
This is what I was saying on Twitter, right? I get that like people want to compare other characters to emperors, like Mihawk and shit, and the
Yeah.
animals.
Mihawk's Emperor.
Oda goes out of his way every time he draws these emperors to make sure the reader knows that they have absolutely overwhelming strength.
Yeah, in my mind, it's not debatable that the emperors are the top of the world. And people, we got people saying admirals are around the same level. I can't get behind it. I can't do it.
Absolutely blasphemous.
I can't do it. It's just we see
How does this prove anything? Like,
it does. It does it. It just brings it up again. It just brings it up
oh
again.
man.
It does it. It just brings it up again.
I think like
It's just like
it's an artistic choice from Oda to do this every time we see an emperor.
Look-
It's always low angles. It's always high shading. It's always, intense situations.
it's a meta point.
Big Mom walks through the earth,
It's a meta
Like,
point.
what-
Right? It's a meta point. I get the point.
and every time we see Akainu, he's sweaty,
100%.
complaining about something that's happened to him.
But listen, man, the last time we saw Akainu, as far as in a combat situation, Yonko was running away from him.
I mean, he got dominated. I don't know
No,
what you're talking about.
no. Yonko wasn't running away from
All right,
him.
let's start the situation
an
again.
Emperor pushed him. An emperor pushed him to the point where he needed to retreat, and he never came
Wait,
back to
what,
that
who
fight.
ran away? Well, who ran away?
Akainu retreated from the Whitebeard fight, didn't he?
Wait, what? No,
restricted-
that's
Oh wait,
No,
wait.
he-
Are you talking about the Blackbeard situation?
yes. And also with the Whitebeard situation, Akainu never once retreated from White.
I mean,
ever.
he got defeated by a
knocked
white
into
beard.
the
I mean,
earth and then retreated
Bro, he
from
got
the
first of
fight.
all,
He never
Whitebeard-
returned to that fight.
All right. Enough
Yes,
about
wait,
enough about Marineford.
one second. Whitebeard snuck Akainu, right? With an enraged, full powered
Dominated
Quake,
him
Snuck.
right?
in a war.
Right. He snuck him.
In a war.
Okay, but
No, I'm
okay,
saying it
but
happened, right? No,
okay,
but
but in
no.
turn, Akainu took off half his face, so I think that's like Like,
All right,
like
That's no. What I'm saying is after that, right?
Yeah.
Akainu came back and fought all the commanders for Whitebeard by himself.
He was down for a significant amount of time.
It was like 2 pages. It was like
to
two
be fair,
chapters.
the
Yeah,
admirals
that's a
disappear
significant
from the
amount of time.
war in Marineford.
Yeah,
all
that's
the
true.
time.
They just fucking
They
fuck
just
off.
disappear.
Yeah.
So we don't know what's going on.
Well, Oda just had him playing support, right? Because he didn't want. If the admirals were serious, it would have been over.
I
a lot
can't.
quicker.
Nah,
Brago, it's a war
Brago.
situation. Marineford's at risk. We can't use that. You can't use that.
No,
Can't
but
use it.
what I'm saying is, it's convenient. Oda leaves it out and has convenient things happen with the admirals where
Sure.
they just disappear in the war because nobody on Whitebeard's side could even fight against them. It was only Whitebeard, right? Because Marco can't compete.
some people would say Marco did a decent job against Kizaru.
I'd
You
say
know,
that.
Really?
And some
I'd
people
say
would
that.
say it.
A fight for
When I
another
say
day
it-
on admirals and emperors.
All right.
question.
I'm not the guy who's saying admirals are first commander level. I'm not that guy. I'm saying that admirals not as strong as emperors. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
the thing is, I think for the Yonko as a group, they're stronger than the admirals as a group. But I'm not of the mindset that no admiral can beat no Yonko.
I mean,
but
like-
I also think that 2 admirals beat any Yonko.
Why are they so
Minimal.
sweaty
Minimum.
every time 2 emperors meet? They lose their goddamn minds
Well,
every time.
Here's the thing. There's that 2 Yonko, right?
Yeah.
If they ally, it changes the entire scope of the world.
And the world government can't handle it. It's over.
No, because the world government, the resources are already thin because of the revolutionaries. So for them, they know if 2 Yonko were to come upon them, right? Say they can hold off 2 Yonko. That's a prime time for the revolutionaries to strike. So I think it's not just the Yonko, it's just like the ramifications of fighting 2 Yonko. We admit that the Yonko, they're powerful, and 1-to-1, the Yonkos as a group, they're more powerful than the admirals. But for the world government, they have to worry about a lot more than just mano y mano fights. They're worrying about like collateral damage, the
Well,
revolutionaries. It's a lot more that goes into it.
You
than
can
they
make the
just-
same argument for Big Mom and her territory. She has a massive
She
amount
doesn't
of
care.
territory.
Well, Big Mom is childlike. She doesn't view it that way.
Maybe
Big Mom abandoned her territory to chase Luffy because of everything that happened. She could have sent someone. She could have sent like a group.
but she needs to go to save face.
She needs to save
bro.
face.
That's what I'm saying though. But like she left her any.
I mean,
do you
it's
think
not
if Blackbeard?
unguarded.
I don't know.
Wait, do you think if
Yeah, but Brago, the admirals are doing the same thing. Alkainu sent Fujitora after Luffy to save face for the world government. They did the same
how
thing.
many admiral? Wait. He sent 1 admiral.
Yeah, Big Mom's one emperor.
Wait, no. Big Mom's is the head of her faction. Like
Yeah.
say the world government is a faction. That's like sending all the admirals.
All right.
Because they still have vice admirals that like we know about Momosaga and Chaton. They're like candidates to become admiral. They still have a bunch of resources.
When the Navy turn up in Wano, what happens? All right.
Maybe turning up, 100%.
I think
Navy
yeah.
turns up, Tashigi's getting all the spotlight.
get outta here,
Get out of here,
Silvers.
Silvers.
With that
I know
Tashigi
Silver's
shit.
loves Tashigi, so yeah, I expected
love
it to turn.
Tashigi.
up at some
But
point.
the debate will continue on
For sure.
on this topic. But in my mind, the admirals are the emperors of the pre-time skip. Now we have emperors, and it's a different story. Because if you look at the Grand Line,
That's reasonable.
the Grand Line, the biggest threat of the Grand Line are the admirals. And in the New World, the biggest threat are the emperors. And I think it's a correlation between the two. Because pre-time skip, admiral time.
I need to
Post-time skip,
see an
emperor
admiral.
time.
Like, listen, Fujitora is fine. All right. You can say whatever you want against Luffy and Fujitora. He wasn't trying all that shit.
Yeah.
But we saw it, and Oda showed us an admiral in action in that specific point.
Yeah.
All right. Is it that impressive? Sure, he fucked up Luffy. There's no doubt he fucked
He
up.
didn't
Luffy.
fuck up Luffy, though.
But they were fucking around.
Okay.
All that shit.
Yeah.
Whatever. I need to see Akainu do something so stupid in the post time skip that it convinces me.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing that we have to factor in, right? Like,
It's been 2
What do you guys think is
years.
the most? What do you guys think is the most thing Whitebeard did in Marine?
Probably the
He
tilting.
split Marineford.
Probably
Heaven and Earth, right?
Yeah.
Heaven and Earth, and that did nothing, literally, nothing.
I
It
mean,
did,
it's
like,
an AoE.
Even the giant that he was trying to take out, nothing. So that's what I'm saying. Like for like post time skip, the scaling has changed. So when we see Akainu in action again, it's gonna be like, okay,
Theoretically.
now I
Look,
understand.
I can get behind Aokayunu is around Emperor level. I can get behind it.
Aokiji.
Yeah, he's the fleet admiral right now. What I would like
I
to
can get
see
behind it.
But like,
is a veteran admiral up against a prime emperor, just
think
to
about
give
it
that
like
would be
this,
the
right?
closure, and I feel like it would
Garp-
shut up the community.
Garp, probably
Yeah.
the strongest
A
Navy man in
Marine.
history,
Oh, okay.
and Sengoku took them hours together to take out Shiki.
Yeah.
What?
So
Okay,
like,
but they were, but it's like based on how they looked after, they had no scratches, no
I don't
injuries.
remember seeing him after.
There was something after in the story,
there
but it's just
wasn't.
like,
Nah, they just
wasn't.
after that scene, it just cut
There's
straight
very
to Shiki
weird
and
things
put
going
down.
on that we need. It's all very confusing. All right.
wait, so you say it took hours to take out a Yonko?
Yeah, it took hours to take
And you
out
think that's a long time?
two of them, and Garp's supposed to be Power King level
But that
at
no,
this point.
I don't think Garp is Pirate King level.
That's a discussion.
Like, why
for
would we say
another
that?
time.
Because
That's a
he
discussion
fought
for another
Roger,
time.
he took out the Rocks Pirates.
We need to save our haki for the topic of the show. All right. We
So
need to save our
anyway,
haki. All right,
anyway,
save our haki.
the heavens split.
Yeah.
This seems
Wait,
like
wait, guys. So we think if Garp is Pirate King level, right? Do you think Shiki was above Pirate King level?
Let's
No.
not get into this. All right.
It's all.
I'm
just saying,
he
like,
was-
it doesn't
He
really
was
make
mentioned
sense.
in the same breath as Whitebeard and Roger, but the
That's-
scaling.
In my mind,
it's-
there is no Pirate
it's
King
all
level. There's only Emperor level. I'm not getting into the Pirate King level discussion. All right.
It's all very.
I think if there is a quote unquote Pirate King level, it's a
It's like 2% higher.
it's slight.
Yeah, it's
like,
a
yeah, it's
slight,
slight.
but
It's
not
really
it's not,
slight.
It's not like a completely different category of power. All right.
It
Calm
honestly
down.
shouldn't even be a level because of how insignificant it is.
Yeah,
Personally, that's how
legit. Like there's not a real Pirate King level. All right. All right.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
like
it's not
saying
Vice Admiral.
There's
that's
only-
like saying Vice
there's only-
Admiral level.
There's only
Disrespectful.
Yonko and then God King
Yeah,
Shanks
right.
level.
So
and
when
that's it.
all right,
Alright.
so when the Navy turns up
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Green Bull goes and charges at Kaido and Green Bull gets one shot,
Yeah.
then we'll know.
All
All
right.
right,
All right.
then we'll know.
You really
Alright.
think? Oh my god.
Give me Kizaru.
Don't
Give
take
me
the bait.
Kizaru.
Don't take the
veteran.
bait.
Don't take the bait, bro.
Don't take the bait, Braga. All
We'll
right?
see. All
Don't
right, we'll
take it.
see.
The thing is, if
see what
the
happens.
the new admirals, like I don't think I think the OGs are a bit stronger than them personally, but I don't think an admiral is getting one shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Give me
see.
a veteran admiral versus a veteran emperor, and then
But Oda knows what he's doing. He knows what he.
He twisting the
He knows.
knife. He's playing the both sides.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Sanji Zoro debate. It will never end. It'll never end. All right.
Sanji, what?
yeah,
Oh, the Sanji versus Zoro.
Sanji versus Zoro
yeah,
debate. It'll
that's,
never end. It'll never
Yeah,
I
end.
mean,
not
I feel like that's fairly. I feel like that's fairly obvious.
Anyway,
it's just
We
some
need
people.
we need to finish this chapter, Christian.
That's the
Yeah,
end of the
Sanji's
chapter.
fine.
The heavens split.
The heavens
Chapter's
split.
over.
Emperor stuff.
Emperors only split the heavens.
Love it.
Alright?
Love it.
Emperors
love
only.
it, love
It's hype as
Absolutely
fuck.
love it.
All right. It's hype.
Yeah, ratings of the
Brings back
chapter.
to Shanks Whitebeard.
10 out of 10. Transcendent chapter. This will go down in history. One of the greatest chapters. There you go.
Well, remember, I think
Wait.
I always remember the chapter of Whitebeard and Shanks.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
434.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like one of the
Wait, Christian.
795 chapter.
Yeah.
It brings the hype
Yeah.
that we rarely
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
Transcendent chapter. All right.
Now
Yeah,
we'll.
it
All right, so Silver's rating.
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I'm sticking with the original Red Force podcast rule of no Shanks, no 10 out of 10. It may call back to Shanks and Whitebeard's
Exactly.
clash, but it's no
So
Shanks.
Shanks is in the
No
chapter.
Shanks.
All right,
I'm
I'm gonna give it a 9 as well
Come on.
because
Why?
I will
Shanks.
maybe give the whole chapter to this situation.
The
He
whole
didn't-
chapter's
and
great.
Oda, come on, man, give me a bigger panel of Kaido and Big Mom clashing each other. It's like a
Yeah.
tiny
Double
panel in the
page-
corner.
where-
I need
Isn't
I need to
this
see
a
it.
double page? Yeah, this is 2 pages,
yeah,
but
but
still.
the heavens are split is like the massive panel. I wanted to see like a huge
yeah,
panel.
give
of them
it
clashing.
the whole panel.
But anyway,
But the rest of the chapter was still great.
it was still great.
All right. The rest of the
But we
chapter's
gotta-
still great.
Christian, when
And-
Shanks turns up, we have to give it a 10. So
That's a
we're gonna save
12.
the
That's a 13 out of 10.
13 out of 10.
all
All right. So,
As much as I like Shanks, and the unfortunate thing about Shanks is when we see him, it's going to be minimal. right?
Oh,
Because
obviously.
we know it was like, you know, and that's the
because
unfortunate
he's gonna be
part about
going
it.
all he's gonna be going all out, and we don't have anything to compare it to.
So sad, so sad.
Yeah.
That's the good part about like Oda holding out, but then the bad part, like we're gonna just see him in like his one shining moment, and it's gonna be like,
Yeah, it's a
come on.
double-edged sword.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, predictions. What's happening next chapter?
Anything could happen next chapter. We could cut from this. We could go over
Oh.
to anywhere. Who knows the fuck's happening?
Okay.
No one.
Well,
knows.
before you
This
guys
isn't
move
a-
on though,
Yeah.
before you guys move on really quickly, there are several translations out there. No, the official isn't
Yeah.
out yet. It comes out tomorrow. But one translation had Big Mom calling King son, and people are taking it literally. So, do you guys think it's a possibility?
No.
I think it is a possibility. Maybe that's maybe that's got something to do with the life debt. I don't know. It could be a possibility.
I mean, is he gonna like? What's the purpose
I
of this
gave you
mask?
one
He's
of
gonna
my
take off the
sons.
mask and he's got katakuri teeth. Like, what's the purpose?
Or pink hair or something like that.
Well, my thing is, well, people compare Kaido Oven to Kaido because you know they have the same beard,
and
or whatever.
yeah.
I don't know. I think it's
But
definitely a possibility.
we're not
Yeah.
missing any Big Mom children, unless she doesn't
Yeah,
count
but they're
these
not
as
Big
her-
Mom's children, Christian. They're Kaido's children. Because he has.
Well,
them.
that's what I'm saying. If they have children together, Kaido took them.
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, but Braga, you also got to remember a lot of these these scanlation sites, a lot of them have
Oh, yeah.
openly
But
come
wait,
out and
but wait,
said,
but wait, how
"Look,
does-
we translate things
But Braga,
to
how does that make
move
sense?
towards
No,
our
how does that make
expectations."
sense?
No,
It doesn't make any sense because Big Mom's a human, Kaido, quote unquote
Half hours
human,
race.
I don't think
Half
that
hours.
matters. I
whatever,
don't think that
whatever
matters.
Kaido is, and then
Praline is Big Mom's daughter.
and then a winged human comes out. I mean,
But
Big Mom could have
Praline,
had children with a fishman. Praline
That's
comes
what I'm
out. So like,
yeah.
Yeah, but Kaido doesn't.
but Kaido
have
doesn't
wings.
have wings. So how does this make sense? You know what I mean?
Wait, but do you think Big Mom Pudding's dad had 3 eyes?
I think there's some sort of mutation there, but Big Mom's acting
That's
like
what
this
I'm
is a
saying.
race.
Big Mom, Pudding's dad should be a part of the 3-O clan.
But Big Mom's
maybe
confirmed.
it had some.
Yeah.
No, I think it just has to deal with lineage, right? Like if you have that in as a part of your lineage, yeah, you could sprout wings if your great grandfather was like a Skypean or something. I don't know, but it doesn't have to be like.
I don't know. I think we're getting really weird into like all the matter of childbirth.
Yeah,
and,
but One Piece is
DNA.
weird, so it's okay.
I think it's possible. Look, I think it's possible that Big Mom had children with Kaido. Maybe that deepens
She
their
had children
connection.
with, bro. She had children with almost everyone. Like, so I don't think.
Yeah.
And her and Kaido on the same crew, and you know Kaido like owes Big Mom a favor. Maybe the kid is the favor that Kaido promised her. Or something,
I mean,
but
they don't.
I mean, apparently Big Mom and Whitebeard were on the same crew too.
Yeah,
like
that's
the whole
also true.
Rocks thing.
Listen,
Why'd
alright?
she choose Kaido over Whitebeard?
This is the problem. This is the issue. Alright.
What?
No one even refers to Kaido as their father. Alright.
Yeah.
No one even
Yeah.
has even mentioned it. Also, they wouldn't know that Big Mom's their mother.
But King, Queen, and King all call themselves brothers.
Yeah, but like that could be a cool
I
thing
don't-
as well.
I don't
Yeah.
think Kaido's the person that would want his kids to
Because
call him
we know
dad.
Jack's a fisherman. How like
Yeah, Jack's a full fishman. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
He's a
yeah,
Okay,
Vivi
okay.
cards, full fishman.
yeah.
Yeah.
so
So-
they're not brothers.
Yeah, I don't.
In the-
yeah,
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I never thought they were brothers at all. Like, but So I guess he just can't swim because of his devil fruit.
yeah.
I mean, Frankie's people call him Big Bro. I mean,
Yeah, Aniki.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
And Sentomaru calls Kizaru uncle.
Johnny and Yosuke
my
calls Zoro.
predictions, Christian. We'll cut back to Onigashima, but they will be in conversation. They
We're
will not
getting
be fighting.
We're
anymore.
getting the conversation whenever One Piece is back
Yeah.
because there's a break. There's a magazine
there's
break.
a issue break. There's a
And
I
then-
think. Do you guys? I think I'm starting to like the breaks.
It's a pain in the ass for us because we have
Kind
to
of.
find something to do. But yeah,
Well, I think it gives us more time to kind of just like
breathe. Yeah.
Speculate and breathe.
Yeah, speculate. You know, especially after chapters like these. So I look forward to the breaks personally. Like it gives me time to go
Christian.
back, reread, and different things. So
Yeah.
Christian, you only hate the breaks because you want to put off that Dressrosa
Don't
recap.
don't
for
get me
as long
started
as
on the
possible.
Dressrosa recap. All right.
come on, baby, let's get the dress roast recap. Going.
6 hour episode. It's gonna take me like 2 weeks to get all the notes ready for it. It's gonna be a nightmare.
6 hours. I'm predicting 10 hours.
It's not gonna be 10 hours.
Oh, it's gonna have to be in 2 parts. It's
The,
gonna be a
the thing
nightmare.
is, like with Dressrosa, it's a lot of slow parts, but the high moments are really high.
Yeah, there's
We
a lot of
like it.
great
I like
stuff in
Dressrosa,
Dressrosa.
fine.
All right.
Yeah. So
So that's the chapter.
No, but
We're having a great time. All right. Now.
Yeah.
it's time to move on to How Strong is Shanks.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Almost as strong as Kaido.
Way stronger.
You said way stronger? Oh my god.
Now, please respect the sermon.
Be respectful to the Church of Shanks, alright?
Okay, bow head, moment of silence.
Every week. It's been 85 weeks.
Yeah.
We come to you with the question of, how strong is Shanks? Alright? And every time we answer, Shanks is the strongest, Shanks is the God King, alright? But there are some people out there who think Kaido's the strongest. Who think Alkainu's the strongest. Who think Dragon's the strongest. Who even think Mihawk is the strongest.
Ridiculous.
And who think Aimu is the strongest.
Absolutely.
What about Katakuri?
We're never gonna acknowledge that, alright? But Shanks is the strongest, Shanks is the God King. And every week we bring 100% genuine, factual information to the
100%,
table.
it's 100% factual.
Alright? Shanks is so strong that he's the only emperor to knock out other emperor goons while in the presence alone. Alright? No, Big Mom didn't knock out Kaido's goons. Alright? Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. Alright? That's how strong his Conqueror's Haki is.
Okay.
No other emperor can do it. Only Shanks. Alright? That's why he's the strongest. Alright. Topic of the show. Brago, make us care about Kid. Because we don't care. Alright?
Wait, why don't you care about Kid?
Alright. Why don't we care about Kid? Here we go. No law. I mean, as in story law. We only know that he fucks up goons. He's brutal. Whatever. We don't have the crazy feats that we have with Luffy, alright? People want to say Kid is the rival to Luffy. But there are no feats. There are no events. There is nothing there. It's not a Naruto Sasuke type relationship where we get Naruto's arcs, we get Sasuke arcs. We don't get anything with Kid, alright? People saying he's learned Haki from Scopagabon. He's learned Awakening. he's a master of Haki and has Ryo. No evidence.
Yeah.
Nothing there.
No.
What are you gonna tell us about Kid? Why should we care?
All right. So I think for one, the supernovas and how they've been handled overall is kind of like a misstep. I think it's clear that Oda just thought of them.
Yeah, he even confirmed that in an interview.
He admitted it, right?
Yeah.
Where they don't feel real, right? It feels like, oh, all of a sudden Shaki's talking about all these strong characters that we should have known about, at the beginning, towards the beginning of the journey. Like, remember when we went to Jaya and all of a sudden we see Doc Q and we see Burgess, and it's like, okay, this is showing us that Blackbeard is going to be a prominent character.
Yeah.
And, it's just a lot we can go back to. With the supernovas, that's not there. I don't know if you guys heard about the interview with Kid where Oda said the only supernova he had plans for was Kid, and didn't expect Law to be this prominent in the story. And we saw, like, for Law, Oda kind of forced it in there to make us care about him, saying, oh, by the way, he's a warlord. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is what he did to become a warlord.
The Rocky Port incident,
Rocky Port incident, right? So it's just like, I think for Kid, the feats are going to come. It's just that Oda is just hyper focused on the Straw Hats and their journey. And I don't even want to say their development, because as characters, it's development isn't really what Oda does with them, right?
Yeah.
But I think with Oda, he's just so hyper focused on, like, the Straw Hats and the things revolving around them. Sometimes characters like Kid and even other characters that we should probably get more shine, they don't get the focus. And I think Oda tries to, like, throw it in there randomly to kind of make you care about it, like at the end of arcs where he has the newspaper and he thinks, oh, because we're reading the newspaper, we're gonna care now. So I think that's what's gonna happen with Kid, where I understand completely why people don't care about Kid. But I think personally, for me, I want Luffy to struggle, and I don't want it to be just Blackbeard, because then it turns into like a 2-man race, and then we've seen that story before.
Mm.
So I think I want it to be more of a like, all right, we know Luffy is going to be the one that stands out, obviously, with the fleet and with the big Morgans kind of being behind him. But what's the problem with having other characters compete as well?
Here's
Like,
my,
I don't see the issue there.
Here's my problem with that, Brago. It kind of makes Blackbeard a less important character if we have other contenders, like Kid or,
Right.
or Law or something like that. Because
The thing is,
Blackbeard,
Blackbeard is no longer Luffy's peer.
but Luffy,
Like Blackbeard is,
yeah,
they're a part of the worst generation.
Yeah.
While Blackbeard, he had been planning for years,
Yeah.
right? Where it's like, compare Luffy to Blackbeard is like, you shouldn't even compare them, because Blackbeard had planned from the beginning, and his plan came to fruition. He's now rocking 2 devil fruits.
I don't really,
Yonko.
I don't really necessarily have an issue with multiple rivals for Luffy. My problem is, right, what you just said is all like faith.
hearsay, basically. Yeah,
It's like he will do this, he will do that. He like Oda's slowly giving context to Kid
yeah.
with with
But the thing is,
Shanks and-
remember, I felt this way before any of the context
Yeah.
based on Sabaody. So it's like, when the context comes out with, oh, Kid has King's Hockey, that's not surprising to me.
Mm,
Like, it makes sense. When Kaido was like, oh, we already have Kid, he has King's Hockey, I don't know this one.
also
Makes sense.
I also don't care about Kid because his character as like
The archetype of the
his,
character.
the archetype of his character annoys me greatly.
Yeah, the
But
brat.
that archetype,
Just the typical asshole.
Yeah, I brat. Yeah,
Like when he says to
But
Luffy,
that-
"Lucky I let you live," right?
yeah, that's fucking epic. What?
It's like bratty.
Because he could have killed him.
It's so bratty.
it's edgy.
But I'm saying, like, but here's the thing,
because
though.
we knew he wouldn't. We
People-
knew he wouldn't do it. You know,
People
So I
like
say-
that. Wait, you think Kid? Wait. You think Kid wasn't going to do it?
Brago. If you're not gonna kill someone, why are you saying you're lucky I didn't kill you?
Because that's just him.
That's
Where it's like he's
edgy
letting you
and
know, like,
stupid.
no, but it's letting you know that I still don't fuck with you.
Exactly.
Like, just
He's
Exactly. What's wrong with that?
He's just saying it to let Luffy know that I could have killed you.
It's so 13-year-old brat shit.
Yeah, like
brat.
It's
Listen,
so
what I'm
bratty.
saying. Okay, here's the thing. People like that exist.
yeah, I
real
know,
life.
but we don't have.
So
to
that's what I'm
like
saying.
it.
Like, I hear you, but I feel like people like that are necessary. That's all I'm saying. And for Kid, Kid is not even like one of my favorite characters, but I just like what he represents. For Luffy, I guess I'm tired of the fact that things kind of just fall in place for him, right? And it's like, I want something to be like a thwart in a way, where it's like, okay, so people mention like Sabaody and all these things. Sabaody helped him.
Eventually,
Like everything, it helped them. It was there to help them,
I mean,
because
the
they
death
weren't
of
ready for the
Ace,
new.
all that shit.
They weren't ready for the new world, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like Kid, of course, with other characters other than the Straw Hats. Oda doesn't give him the same like convenience in which Kid stumbles into the right hand of the Pirate King, or or like Zora stumbles
But I
into
will,
the
but I will
world's
say
greatest
Luffy's
swordsman.
personality assists him
in
in
gaining
gaining his allies. Kid's problem is he pushes everyone away, and therefore doesn't get the
Yep.
assistance.
But the thing is, though, with life in general, right? We don't know Kid's backstory, right? And we don't know why he is the way he is.
Sure.
And I'm sure that's going to explain why he is the way he is. But then the betrayal that happened to him when he did ally, even though he said Kid, he said Killer, I don't even know about this, bro. And then they betrayed him. He's like, bro, this is exactly what I was talking
Sure,
about.
and that makes sense, right? That,
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
That makes sense, and we're happy that he's not a straight up alliance with Luffy, right?
Yeah.
Which
And
will
don't we think Luffy is kind of naive? Remember when Luffy allied with Law?
kind of, but like you see, he's,
Well, Robin was like Luffy, like because Robin's been around the block. She's been running for years, so she's like Luffy.
Luffy has an innate
Alliances and the betrayal.
Luffy has an innate ability to judge someone's character instantly and be correct about it. That is
Yeah.
true. The entire story.
Yeah,
He's a very good judge of character.
not true. I guess it's kind of true with Pudding in the end. I guess.
It's convenient. It's convenient because, like,
Guess.
listen, Luffy judging character is like the opposite of that archetype. Like, Luffy is so naive and he doesn't read situations well. So for him to judge character is
But
literally
he
just
reads
something Oda
he
throws
reads
in
the
there.
emotional states of characters very well.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
don't know about that.
Well, we
He
saw
knows
we
the
saw it
intent
we
of
saw,
Robin.
We saw it with the samurai speech a couple chapters ago.
He knows the intent of
yeah.
Robin
Yeah.
in Water 7,
Yeah.
right? He knows all these situations of what's happening
Yeah.
through his.
Well, I think Luffy just looks at he goes the most simple route, right? But I'm saying based on Luffy as a character, that innate ability to decipher situations doesn't really make sense. It's just an ability that Oda gave him.
Well, he has.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, he has the ability to discern what is true in someone's heart.
Because Oda gave him the voice of all things. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's
But
like
he's had it
it's
before
not
the voice. Yeah, I don't know.
that doesn't match up with his personality.
Well,
right, because
Rayleigh
Luffy-
asks like, what will you do when you meet someone with future sight? And he says depends on their personality.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like
It's like the most simple thing you can say. Well, it depends on who it is, right? So it's just like with Luffy figuring out character, and I don't even know if Luffy has been put in the situations to kind of decipher who's good and who's bad, because at the end of the day, it's like, all right. So for Zoro, he wanted Zoro on his crew because he saw what Zoro was doing for that girl,
Yeah.
right? As Sanji, we saw what Sanji did for
Gin, yeah.
Gin, right?
Yeah.
Who else? We saw the chopper thing where it's like it's somewhat like the only one where it's kind of like, okay, I'm not sure why he allowed it was Robin.
Also
Because
Nami.
Robin,
Also Nami. Can't
well,
forget
Nami, you saw Nami. Remember they told Luffy about. Well, Luffy said he didn't want to hear what happened.
Yeah, Luffy
first.
didn't
He said he
care.
didn't want to hear what
Yeah.
happened, right? But we saw that Nami, she was somebody that needed help.
Yeah.
And for Luffy, at the end of the day, if he somewhat cares about you, he just viewed Nami as his navigator already. So it's just like, I think he's just a good person. And for kind of deciphering like good character, I mean, he was like working with Crocodile. Is Crocodile a good person? I don't think so. Like,
I
do you
mean,
guys
No,
think
but
Crocodile's a good person?
he was convinced by other people though. Like, cause Luffy
think-
was not gonna let him out. It took Jinbei to tell him
Yeah, he
he's
trusts
strong.
Jinbei.
He's not.
Oh, that's
And
true. Right, you're right.
Ivankov held him in place. He said if he tries anything, like I'll
Yeah.
handle it.
I feel like Luffy like stumbling through like finding good characters is also like his ability to judge them. Because
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think it's as convenient.
But it's
of
a
a thing
it's
as-
the main character in every story.
Sure.
That things have to happen to them so the story continues. All right, we can't have. That's why people like side characters more in other stories. The main character has to have certain things happen
It's also
because of
like-
the MC.
In the Katakuri fight,
Yeah.
right? Luffy's view on life changes Katakuri to be a better character.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he
that makes
respects
sense
Katakuri.
though. But I
Yeah.
think that makes sense
Okay.
because Katakuri's ideals didn't make sense at all, right?
Mm.
It was almost like Katakuri and everything he was doing was sacrificing his own life for his family,
Yeah.
and
Right.
we saw like somebody in his family that really didn't give a fuck about him. They just cared about the reputation of Katakuri.
Well,
So I think
Katakuri wasn't free, and Luffy made him free,
Yeah.
which is what
right.
Luffy
So it's like
does.
with Luffy and Katakuri, it was just like, all right, this is an amazing way to use Luffy's personality and what he represents to convert someone like Katakuri.
Yeah.
I thought that was like handled perfectly. I mean, the fight, that is what it is, but as far as like the interaction, the ideals or whatever, that was perfect. The Doflamingo thing I hated. Just
What
because there was a
Doflamingo
lot
thing?
more there's a lot more Luffy could Oda could have done with Doflamingo.
Yeah. I don't know why Doflamingo was just a straight up brawler. Like he could have.
No, he also has a god complex and he's a
No,
puppet
but
master,
wouldn't
then-
it be way more interesting if Doflamingo used Luffy's crew against him with the puppet strings? Wouldn't that be a more interesting concept?
It's a lot.
Way
Yeah.
more
The thing is,
interesting.
here's the thing. Luffy, I feel like Oda touched on it with Queen a little bit when Kid and Killer were in the water or whatever, where it's like, all right, you can continue fighting or they're gonna die.
Yeah.
Where put Luffy in a position where he has to make a decision, right?
Mm.
Where it's like, but the thing is, I feel like we're looking at it from like a perspective of this is what we want out of the series when the series has never been that for Luffy.
Yeah.
Where it's like Luffy has like simple decisions to make. Where we want Luffy to be in a situation like Law. Remember, Law's put in these situations all the time,
Yeah.
right? Where he has to make these tough decisions.
Well,
Like for this, like people were saying, okay, after Hawkins released him, why didn't you just attack Hawkins? Like, well, Law's just like a solid dude. Like he gave you his word, he's gonna follow through with it. So like, I mean, I just think with Luffy and the whole Kid thing to kind of bring it back. It's not that I like Kid as a character so much. Was like, oh my god, Kid is amazing. I just like what he represents.
The struggle for Luffy eventually.
That's all.
Alright.
That is all.
I also need to see context around what he's done in these 2 years to make sense. That
I
he's Luffy
agree.
level.
I agree, but I
Well,
think,
Yeah.
don't you think it makes sense for the Kid to have better Devil Fruit mastery than Luffy?
Maybe.
No, because Luffy.
Maybe.
Depends how long. Luffy's had it since he was a kid. It depends how
No,
long
but the thing
Kid's
is,
had it
but
for.
for 10 years, no, I don't think that matters because for 10 years, all Luffy could do was a pistol, right?
Sure.
Because as a kid, like you're gonna take a while to learn things because you're a kid.
Also,
So that's
Luffy's had so many tough battles with his Devil Fruit as well.
Like Luffy, like before Haki, the way Luffy won fights was through his Devil Fruit mastery. So like,
no, but I'm saying with Kid,
Yeah.
Kid was probably fighting stronger people in
Like-
the New World with just his Devil Fruit.
Like, we need to find out what happened, right?
Yeah, but
we
we
need to
know
find
he-
out, like, if Kid had a 10-hour battle with Ben Beckman and lost, right? I accept that he might be Luffy level.
yeah,
But I needed to know what happened.
yeah.
But I don't think long battles is the only thing that kind of
It-
makes
it
you better.
Sure,
kinda
but
does.
it would help, right? It would help.
It's one of
Yeah.
those type
It-
pieces.
It does help, but I think it's the difficulty of the battle. Like I don't think it's necessarily the length.
It
of
also
it,
brings up
right?
questions
We're-
about, like, why was the Rayleigh training special if Kid's the same level, all this shit.
Yeah, that's also a
Well,
good point. Yeah, why have the time skip if Kid can go into a new world and survive and be as strong?
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Here's the thing. What did Luffy have to
Different,
sacrifice?
different character
Like-
progression, I guess.
Right. For Luffy's sacrifice, right? Let's say Ace was a sacrifice for this,
Yeah,
but that right,
Okay.
Kid gave his arm,
That's
He
two
gave-
different
literally-
sacrifices.
gave his arm. No, what I'm saying, but the thing is, Ace is not Luffy. Luffy lost like his quote unquote his brother, right? But he
Yeah.
still has his crew intact. Everything he's needed to become Pirate King is still there. Kid had to sacrifice his arm to make it to where he is now. And Luffy, he's like giving up Ace, where in a way it's not like he sacrificed, but it's just
but
like
if we you could say the same. Like it's kind of similar to the Law situation in the New World because he kind of did the same thing. He went to the New World. He made his name known. He did the Rocky Point incident. And Law isn't as like we all come on. Law isn't as strong as Luffy. Like Luffy's got Gear
But the thing
4 and Crazy Haki.
right, but the thing is, Law was always the outlier in those three, where he had like they never showed how Law compared to Luffy and Kid, right? Where Kid and Luffy, they
Were
both
parallels.
had like exactly like they both had the big arm, and they both attacked, and then only thing was Luffy got smaller. Kid was fine. So it's just like Law. I feel like even at Sabaody, it showed that Law was slightly behind those two, and the bounty reflected it. So it's just like
Do you think Kid will get credit after this Wano arc? Or
Kid's not
Luffy's
getting
all the
credit.
credit?
Luffy's getting
it
all the credit.
depends. Here's the,
After
it
the
depends.
Wano arc, I hope so.
It depends. It depends where Oda goes with this. If Oda wants Kid to be a prominent character like he says he does, but you know Oda changes his plans all the time.
I don't know
then
that
Kid is gonna get credit.
I don't know what kids overall goal and prominence
Target.
is going to be. Well, I know what his goal is, but I don't know what his overall prominence is going to be because
That's what I'm saying. It all depends on what Oda
Yeah,
wants it to
because
be. 'Cause he
Oda-
could be like on Luffy's level in which he's going, but Luffy's just so far ahead right now. He has a fleet, bro.
exactly
Like, how do you make up that distance? Like, I don't know.
For all we know, Kid only has one extra member in his crew. Like for all we know,
Like, his crew might be dead.
his crew might be dead. For all we know, like Kid's in a
doubt it.
tough position.
I
But
doubt his crew is-
well, you know, where's he?
If they are dead, would anybody really notice?
No,
It'll-
'cause
yeah.
Heat and Wire. Come on, come on.
Heat and Wire, they have names and they actually did things. And
So does Beppo.
They have
So
names.
does Beppo.
no.
So does
No,
and
no,
John
no,
Bard
no.
and Peg
John Bard-
Chachi. They all suck.
No, John Bard got owned by a random gorilla in Zoe.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Beppo has literally done nothing. I don't know who Beppo has even beaten.
He's
and
done
then-
karate and been in fire.
No, but here's the
We
thing.
know that Law's crew has synergy. Their teamwork is
No.
Oh,
even though
God,
that
no,
was
shut
anime
up,
only.
shut up.
That was
What?
anime only, but
And listen, and Beppo
It's
is the
more than
right
what
hand,
Kid-
right?
Yeah.
Beppo is the right
it's
hand.
more than what Kid's crew has shown.
I mean,
aside from
Killer did get one shot by Zoro.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I don't know.
Just a lot of context being left out
Yeah,
of that.
yeah.
I mean, Killer kind of one-shots.
Apparently, Killer's fine now.
Yeah, what's going on with Killer? That's a bit of a weird thing. Is he brainwashed? Is
apparently
he not
he's fine now.
brainwashed? Who knows?
We don't know what's going on.
Maybe the dunk in the water undid the brainwashing. All right, who knows?
I mean, unless he just doesn't have any orders
Anyway,
right now.
look forward to Kid actually doing something at some point.
All right, well, we all want to see it. I want to know why he's this edgy, and will he deserve to be
His
this edgy?
sad backstory will be like, oh, my parents beat me.
Is there time for a Corazon like flashback in Wano for Kid?
Sure, why not?
There's no time.
Yes,
Well,
just
let's say-
not.
no. There's definitely time. It needs this one chapter or half a chapter because we know, and the thing is, it's going to be a 2-in-1 because him and Killer grow.
Yeah, I guess we can get a 2 in
We
1.
grew up together. We had friends, but they betrayed us.
Brago, quick barometer. All right, quick barometer. How long will Wano be?
How long?
Chapter length.
120.
120. Okay.
Christian keeps on saying
Yeah.
200.
I'm
which is
saying
ridiculous.
200. I'm sticking to 200.
It's
all
not
right?
going to be 200.
I could see 150, 180 at the max.
It's
200.
too long.
We're 40 chapters deep, 45 chapters deep, and
No, Eric.
not even close.
Dressrosa was too long
Yeah.
for what it had.
But that's a discussion for another time, all right? Now, I guess Brago, we'll wait and see on Kid, all right? We'll wait and see. All right?
Just wait and see.
We'll wait and
I see it coming where people are going to say, "Oh my God, Kid is amazing," but I've seen it all.
We'll wait and see. For my money right now, I like how Hawkins way better. For my money,
I agree.
yeah,
I agree. Because Hawkins is like a change of pace,
yeah.
and
All right.
so I agree. I think Hawkins so far has been the most impressive.
All right,
supernova
and he's
one.
going to be absolutely busted for the Kaido fight. Get ready.
100%.
for
Get
his
ready.
Broken
He already
nonsense.
says he has his card. He has his card waiting for Luffy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got
that's
he's
it.
got his trap card to buff Luffy, right?
Yeah.
All right. Moving
BDA.
on to the power
Oh
scale.
my God. We're back.
For the power scale. What are we doing?
Listen, all right, we'll get the boys to put some characters on there. I think we'll absolve.
because the list is getting massive. We're
Large.
running out of characters.
177.
All right.
Do you have anyone in mind to put on this list?
Do you want to rescale characters? We could do that. We can talk about that.
Silver, what do you got? What do you got? What do you want?
I want to rescale Rayleigh, but that's not gonna happen.
not gonna happen.
Tashigi has not shown anything new, so I'm comfortable with where she is after her last rescale.
Yeah.
Do you have Sodom or Gamora from the Frankie family, the giant sea kings that they captured?
Oh, there's the seahorses.
No, we don't have
Yeah.
those.
Let's talk about Sodom and Gamora.
What do
Hold
you-
up.
what do you-
Hold on. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was just looking at the list. I saw.
What'd you say?
What'd you say? Tell us what you saw.
Please tell us.
Okay. I was looking at like Ace and
Yeah.
Low High, but then I saw you had like Boa and Jozu there.
The problem is with Ace is that what we saw from Ace doesn't really help him.
Oh hell no! How is Jinbei there in High if Ace isn't in High?
Jinbei's in high.
Yeah.
Because we've
the
seen
Jinbei
more.
feats.
Jinbei's done more
Yeah,
stuff.
we've seen more from
The problem-
like hockey wise from
the problem
Jinbei.
with
We
Ace-
we
But
got
Ace beat-
confirmation of Ace's hockey in the
5
novel,
years.
but
Right.
yeah, we
and he beat
nothing,
Jinbei.
nothing more.
5 years ago.
Yeah,
He
As a
but-
rookie-
but Brock,
He didn't beat Jinbei.
Yes, he did.
We did.
it was
stalemate.
more like a stalemate, but Ace
Well, here-
continued because Whitebeard was standing right there.
Well, okay. Are we using the anime or the manga?
Oh well, manga.
Well, we use both,
I
right?
remember.
Okay, so in the anime, Ace got up. Jinbei fell first.
All right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so technically he won, and also he started fighting Whitebeard right after.
Okay, well,
I don't know if that was a
Luffy,
fight.
well, anime and manga.
Anyway,
But
the
people
the
still
problem we have with
depend on
Ace
when he
is
gets
we
hurt.
assume he's stronger than where we have him. We just need to see, like, his
Oh,
hockey
definitely.
shit. We need
Yeah.
to see it.
Yeah, Brago,
fair.
I agree with you. I think he should be higher, but until
It's conservative.
we see more.
Also, he kind of got dominated by Alkainu, like real bad. So
Yeah.
Every commander is getting dominated by a kind.
And Brago, you also
That
got to look
badly?
at where he was shown in the series. Like
Well,
before
wait.
hockey was like
We-
really fleshed out.
Hold on, you're saying that badly, but okay, Akainu had the direct like higher
Yeah.
form of his devil fruit, and secondly, we said that badly. They had a clash and Ace lost, and that
Ace
was
was
it.
tortured and whatever, and impaled down for weeks.
Here's the thing:
Yeah,
we've
like,
seen
he had-
Luffy versus Fujitora. We've seen it. Luffy didn't pull
Futura's
up.
fucking around.
Now, I've heard that comment before, but Fujitora actually pissed off for the majority of the fight, fucking around at the end of the fight. So, what do we got to say about that? All right. So, Luffy was losing that fight against Fujitora, but he wasn't getting absolutely destroyed. Like,
The thing is, we have to look at also the characters, right? As
sure, yeah.
they're just fundamentally different in their approach.
Yeah, I
Where
get that.
Fujitora,
Yeah.
you can tell that he's gonna pace things out, feel it out,
Also,
and see, you know.
Also,
kinda just goes for it, man.
Jinbei was able to block Akainu. He was able to tank Akainu.
I don't know if
So
he tanked it.
he tanked it. He tanked the punch. All right, he tanked
He
it.
didn't tank
We've also
a punch.
seen. We've also seen.
His arm was pretty fucked.
We've also seen. We've also seen the shark skin against Big Mom. We've seen the Vagabond drill. We've seen the roundhouse kick.
Yeah,
He got sent flying.
He did, but he
But
didn't
came
die.
back.
He didn't die.
that's true.
There was
He
no
didn't-
death.
Well, wait, Ace didn't die either.
By what? Akainu's fist?
Wait.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Akainu's fist through his chest. Brago,
Wait,
I
wait,
love
wait,
Ace
guys.
just as
I
much
was
as you do. But we
wait,
gotta
wait,
keep
wait,
Ace
wait.
where he is right now.
No. What I'm saying is we can't use the Jinbei thing because like Ace was protecting Luffy.
Okay. But he also got dominated by the magma as well.
But
He
Jinbei
had,
tanked the
like, one
magma.
clash.
Whatever, alright? Ace is... we assume Ace is stronger than where he is anyway.
Yeah,
The reason why Jinbei tanked the magma, quote unquote, and I don't know if he didn't tank it, but
He
he didn't
blocked it.
die.
he didn't die because it's just as far as like how the size of Jinbei in comparison to the size of Ace, and the fist of Akainu pretty much just tore like all of Ace's.
Okay. We'll
all
go
right,
with that.
all right.
Okay.
Anyway, Silvers, what were we talking
We're
about?
talking about the seahorses. from-
Sodom and Gomorrah from the Frankie
Oh.
family.
Silvers,
Are we
you,
serious?
you bring up these characters. I mean, we've had the Yeti Cool brothers, we've had the
This should be-
Sphinx from Impel Down. I guess animals can go on there. What are you
Put
talking?
them in Stelly.
Stelly tier? Can't do it.
That-
Sodom and
I mean,
Gomorrah?
Sodom and Gomorrah would beat Trash.
That would beat Spandam, right? Surely they beat Spandam. They
Alright,
had-
Would they
I'm
beat
looking at-
Bellamere?
I mean,
Bellamere, yes. they
Bellamere
were
has the
taking-
kick flip. All right, she has the flip.
Wait,
She's got
I don't know if
moves.
they're
She
even
has
stronger than.
technique, not output.
There's no, but I don't know if they're stronger than Johnny and Yasaku.
Johnny and
Johnny
Yasuku.
Yosuke
They,
Mhm.
Brago, Johnny and Yasuku got one shot by full body.
by full body with only one knuckle.
Yeah,
Full body beast back then.
yeah.
I think
Sodom and Gomorrah.
one shot too.
They have
How
crazy
long beats,
durability.
how long beats his goons? How long
I don't
beats?
beat him easy. I think Dog
Yeah,
Krieg beats
sure.
him.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're in that tier. They lose to Dalton. They they lose to
They don't lose to Alveda, surely.
they lose to the Kung Fu Dugong.
Yeah.
No.
Remember the Dugongs had hockey.
Dugongs?
They had
No,
hockey.
that is anime only, bro. We're not
so.
that pissed me off to no end.
Oh my
They
god!
have
It-
crazy-
Don't you
they-
like
they have
Breed?
crazy
That's a
technique.
great filler. All right, we got
No, hell
Luffy.
no.
We got Luffy versus Law in there. It's great.
I loved it.
That was
I
the
loved
only
it.
redeeming factor about that entire arc. Just like this
I'll
current
say-
arc, the only redeeming factor is
Look,
Hancock.
they'll go in low because they crush everyone with their sheer weight in Trash.
That's true.
So
I mean, Blue
We're gonna have to
Jam,
go
Blue
on
They
that.
have
Jam
crazy
can't handle.
tank.
Blue Jam not
crazy
handling them,
durability.
right? Do we have Paul Shemi on the list?
we
Just put Paul Shemi in trash. All right, there you go.
Put Chermy in Trash.
That's my pick. Paul Shemi trash.
okay.
There you go. All right. Power scale. We're getting low on characters.
We'll get new ones after Wano's finished or close.
That's
to
true.
finishing.
We'll be able to scale Wano characters, and we'll get them back on this power scale. All right. We've got a lot of characters running out of good ones. All right. There you go.
So Brago, do you have anyone you want to put on the
I
list?
mean, he rescaled Ace.
he rescaled Ace. We didn't move him though.
Exactly, because it's very hard to rescale characters.
Okay.
Right.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay with where Ace is based on
Yeah.
you guys'
Yeah.
explanation. anyone I want to rescale. You guys have.
Oh, really?
Fuck no.
Well, really,
We're not talking about
you
Rayleigh.
want, wait, you want wait, you want really to be higher?
It really definitely should be higher, but it's not gonna happen.
Why?
Yes,
It's not gonna
Brago's on my
happen.
side. Yes.
It's not gonna happen. So
Yes.
Okay,
we can leave it alone.
Yes.
I've always been of the mindset that Oda wanks really to all hell. Right?
Exactly.
And I understand why you would say he should be in high, but really is absolutely losing to every single character in high.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying he beats any of them. I'm saying that he can stand.
And there we
he
go. And
stands
there
in
it
the
is.
same, like, ground as them.
There we
think-
go. And there it is. All right.
Currently, I don't think so. Only I think there's an argument that Garp should be brought down, but because we haven't seen anything from him.
I mean,
He's just living off-
he did dominate Marco. All right. He did
That's
dominate.
not, dog is one.
He
Like,
speed
his
blitzed
own
Marco
He
and
speed
outpowered
blitzed him
him.
in his element.
Yeah.
We also have
Bro.
crazy feats in the past that we
Yeah.
had to do.
That's all I'm saying. That's what Garp is living on right
Yeah.
now. Really, I think with really, there's no feats. Really, it's just him being the right hand of the Pirate King. So I think
An
if he had
admiral.
feats,
Exactly.
You got
Exactly.
and stuff.
Oh, you're talking
Brago.
about like
Looked him in the
Brago.
face and said, "We need more people."
No, Brago is
but I-
100% correct. Rayleigh is staying where he is. All right, there you go.
I think
Okay, yeah, we can leave.
Silvers, I think it's a lot of context of Kizaru saying that, especially the person who said that. It's just
Oh yeah, the whole Kizaru's a troll.
That's it. That's all you need to know. That's all you need about Kizaru, right? He's a troll. All right.
yeah, but more than that though, like I think people take it as okay to capture really. It would take force and all that, but we got the Marines. They have to factor in like the civilians. We saw when Kizaru pulled up there, he was destroying mangroves casually. They're like, yo,
Doesn't
you
give a
can't do
fuck.
that here. And it's just like he has to be more reserved. They have to evacuate, and then really, I'm sure the Marines have like known allies. If Shocky was definitely a part of Rocks, then that's somebody you have to factor in as well. So it's a lot more like things logistically that go into it. But there's things there.
All right. There we go. That's
Shall
the
we
power
move
scale.
on to question corner?
Moving on to the questions.
We got how many we got this week, Christian?
Not
Some for Brago.
not a ridiculous amount of questions. Now, where's my mouse gone?
Here we go. See, Christian, this is why.
No, I'm
don't
saving
use this
trees.
stuff.
I'm not printing
Why
it
you don't do
out.
this is why you print it.
No, we're saving trees. We're saving ink.
What have
Alright?
the trees ever done for you?
Give us oxygen.
Okay.
Questionable.
Wood, make houses. Lots of things. All right. First question from Songoro: Is Big Mom a swordsman or swordswoman? No. Next question.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
We're not having
would
this
say
debate
yes.
about Mihawk's the strongest swordsman, therefore he's stronger than Big Mom. Not having it. All right.
Okay.
We're moving on.
Mihawk has better technique. I would consider Big Mom a swordsman, but because she lacks that technique, she has to compensate with other things. I consider her a swordsman, but she's stronger than Mihawk overall.
All right, Mayhawk, world's greatest swords. Just quickly, Christian. I'll
Yeah.
put my
Oh my
argument there.
god, I just that whole argument. I'm just
Yeah, I'll just
It's-
put.
it's drained-
I'll just put
it's
what it
drained
is.
me.
I'll just put what it is.
What
right?
is it?
Mihawk, world's greatest swordsman.
yeah.
Confirmed,
Yeah.
factual. No one debates that. But
no debate.
it's
at
like
all.
people saying that Mihawk's fucking emperor level or whatever,
Yeah.
or higher than
That's
fucking
fair.
Shanks and fucking.
I don't know if
Big
he's
Mom and
high.
shit.
There's no chance he's higher than.
It's
everyone.
like saying
No.
in MMA the world's greatest grappler is the best fighter.
Yeah.
All right, so go away.
All right. There you go.
If Mihawk is an emperor tier, his toe is just touching the
Bro,
water.
Shanks' roundhouse kick will take his face off.
Okay.
So, next question.
All right. From Heavy Hime, the ultimate waifu. That is her name.
Token female of
Token
the
token
podcast.
female. All right. There you go. What do you think Hawkins has planned with Law? And do you think we'll get a Rocks flashback next chapter or the next few chapters? Also, would you want the flashback? How would you want the flashback to play out? A lot of questions here. First, does Hawkins and Law have some sort of plan together? What do we think
No,
about
Hawkins has a plan for Law. I don't think Law knows of the plan yet. But
Okay.
Hawkins, from the
He's
beginning of
yeah.
Wano, he's been looking for Law.
that? That's
Like
true.
it seems like even when he saw Drake again, he was like, "I'm looking for man. Yo, is that Law?" And it's just like it's just like cryptic dialogue there with me. Like Hawkins has been waiting to get Law by himself for a while.
Yeah.
So I think he has a plan for Law that we just don't know about it yet.
All right. Do you think we'll get the Rock flashback next chapter?
No.
No.
Too convenient.
No,
Not happening
absolutely
now.
not.
Too fast. You're not ready yet.
We're cutting away from
That's
Onigashima.
premium content reserved for the end of the arc.
Here's the thing. We're not going to get that until the end when they pull up on Onigashima, expecting to fight Kaido, and then it's Big Mom
We
there
might
as well.
get like 3 panels of the captain in black, shadow.
Yeah, black shaded out. Yeah.
But we're not getting the flashback here.
Yeah.
Another
Also-
300 chapters of silhouettes.
How would you want the flashback
Why is
to play
Green
out?
Bull a silhouette? That annoys me.
Yeah, that annoys the shit out of me as well. But
Like, why?
He's in
Still?
pure
Like,
daylight and he's silhouetted.
I think he got
Just show
mentioned
us.
like he got mentioned in Fishman Island when they saw Jinbei.
yeah,
again.
legit.
Like yo, we're fucking in
I
Wano. We still
understand.
haven't seen this guy.
I understood when Aokiji was first reintroduced, sitting on
That's-
top of that penguin while he was silhouetted.
That
But
makes sense.
that only lasted until he showed up again. Oda's been silhouetting
Green Bull
characters since
will be revealed in the in between.
if
He should have been.
If Green Bull's not a character we already know, what was the point of this silhouetting nonsense? All right.
Well, he should have been revealed at the Reverie.
Yeah, he'll be revealed
Where-
in between acts.
Is that a prediction?
That's a prediction.
Okay.
Take it or leave it.
All right.
hot take.
Because Big Mom
Okay.
Kaido should be allied by the Inner Alliance or whatever happening before this act finishes. Navy will get word,
Navy pulling up.
and the Navy gonna plan
They
to
have
pull
to.
up.
They have to.
Garp's like, we have to.
Yeah. We
So-
can't let this happen because of rocks, and then we might get a little bit of a.
Yeah.
That's
So-
some-
Well,
Yeah,
Garp was
fine.
kind of like I don't care.
Yeah, go.
Like,
Yeah,
doesn't
Garp
give
was
a
like,
fuck.
nothing can stop them if they read a lie or whatever.
yeah, like I think they have to go unofficially. I think that's what they do. but-
Trojan horse. We've already talked about this.
All right, Hebi Hime has some other questions for us. She's greedy with the questions.
Okay.
All right, taking up our time. When the Shanks segment happens, are the quote unquote some people is that me right? Yes, that's you, and you gotta listen to the How Strongest Shanks segment to understand why he's the strongest, and you have to be converted to the Holy Church of Shanks.
You
all
have
right?
to listen to the
can't
sermon
skip.
every week.
You have to listen to the sermon.
skip
You have to
it.
listen. All right, you have to listen.
Let Shanks in your heart.
Let him in your heart, and you'll be a better person for it. All right.
I don't know how anybody can dislike Shanks.
Yeah.
Shanks is great.
All right.
I mean, Brago, you need to spend some time in your Discord, and apparently you'll find out.
Oh no, trust me, I've seen the Mihawk like lifers where they just oh my god, I don't even argue with
No,
them
not
anymore.
even that. The Shanks haters who say when he showed up to Marineford, the official says, "Let me save face and you stop this war," implying that he can't beat everybody there, even though he challenged.
All right, we don't need to
everybody
promote Brago's Discord, which is the
Listen.
vilest place on earth. Do not go there.
It's the new world.
It is a new
Go
world.
there if you want to train Haki.
All right, that is
Your Haki will bloom.
is that Taekwon's backstory? Is that how he trained his Haki?
Yeah, Taikon trained in the BDA
Oh my
Discord.
god!
All right,
That's
there
how
you
he
go.
came out on top. That's
Yeah.
how he came out on
Oh
top.
my god!
All right,
It's
next
Meteor
question
City.
from Hibahime. Still asking us questions.
Jesus
When
Christ.
is
on a
when
roll.
is Christian being replaced with Dritz or Silvers? All right, she wants to be replaced.
Replaced. He was already
The only
cast.
person I would replace you with is King Recon.
King Recon. Okay.
Is that a fair replacement?
That is a fair replacement. I'll concede that.
Okay.
All right, I'll concede that. All right.
Shout out to King Recon.
He's already been recast by this new short-haired guy, Miss Christian.
I cut my hair. All right, you gotta get over it, Silvers. All right. All right. It's just a haircut. All right. All right. There you go. Next question from Don Gio. Is King being on fire going to be revealed as another elemental race attribute?
No.
Fishman karate, water, Minx electric, giants air, King's race, pyrokinesis. Here's the thing about that: Fishman karate can be learned by humans, so it's not necessarily an elemental race thing. Also,
you
giant
believe-
attacks are just air slashes, which anyone can learn. So
And the mink thing, I believe that's a byproduct of fur. So
yeah, probably Chopper could probably learn it.
I'm hoping he does.
King's Fire is just going to be some random design element and he's gonna be able to breathe fire because he's a dragon,
Listen,
quote unquote.
every character like seems to have like a fire elemental attack. or
Yeah.
some shit.
How is Hold'em able to spit fireballs out of the
Japanese
lion mouth?
law, that's why. So
Katakuri is using grilled
Okay.
mochi.
Yeah, grilled mochi, all that kind of stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Next question for Warsam said, why are you so on the kid hype train, Brago? I guess we kind of already answered that
yes.
in the talk of the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Top of the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm on that kid hype train. I'm just like,
You're kid,
I just-
Brago.
yeah.
You're known as the kid fanboy in the One Piece.
am I really? Like,
Yeah.
is that the thing now?
You are the kid fanboy, right? You are the kid fanboy.
Oh my god!
All
I
right.
just defend him because he gets attacked for no reason.
Yeah, right. All right. Next question from Mantag Tall. Instead of the top 30s this year, can you guys do top 50 strongest characters at the end of the year? I feel like the top 1 to 10s are really the same, and they just have different orders. I want to see more controversial opinions, you know. He's saying the top 30 characters, too boring, as we just fill the list with commanders. Maybe we need a top 50. I can see his point.
Okay.
Maybe top 40.
Okay.
Episode 100? Episode 100?
Episode 100? No.
Episode 100 will be the 100 special.
The 100 special.
Yeah.
which
At the
is-
end of the year, we usually do episode 100, then we do the top whatever characters.
Yeah.
As
Whenever
like the
the,
last episode of the year.
around the Christmas break
Yeah.
kind of area, we do the top 30. We might do top 40. We always get meme lists from our friends that are casuals
Yeah.
just to see the casual
Silver's
list.
lists are just awful.
Silver's awful list. All right. We pull lists from around the
Tashigi's
community.
25.
She's number 1.
No,
Oh,
that's
man.
crazy. All right. Yeah, we'll consider it. It's probably going to be more interesting for later down the track. Yeah, especially when we flow of Wano. Yeah, I think top 50 is going to have to do. Maybe top 40. All right.
Sure.
Next question from Fernando. What role do you think Big Mom Pirates play in Wano? Do you think we will ever get a smoothie fight? Because I want to see her moves. I agree with you. We need a smoothie fight. But what do you think Big Mom Pirates... What do you think their role is going to be? Allied with Kaido? Third party? What do we think?
Oda conveniently, strategically knew who he allowed to go to Wano with
Yeah.
Big Mom. He had Flampe there. They're going to be utility for Kaido.
I'm
That's all.
convinced now.
Absolutely.
I've seen the interaction with Kaido and Big Mom.
Ally.
The best option, well, the most clear thing that we can see right now,
Yeah.
Kaido Big Mom alliance. Everyone gets involved in this war.
Yeah.
We
I
have.
think that's fair.
Is
a
the
giant
Big Mom
wall.
is the Big Mom and Luffy alliance theory finally
I
dead?
think it's
It's
dead.
dead.
I think it's dead.
It's dead.
Yeah, I think it's dead.
100% dead.
100% dead. Nothing's 100%
Who would
in
say-
One Piece, alright?
Because
I
they're
feel-
allying themselves to take out Luffy.
I know, but some shenanigans could happen again. It's been going back and forth for the entirety of Wano. Will they ally? Will
Guys,
they not ally?
I just thought of something.
Yeah.
I just thought of something. A way in which Oda could redeem Kid and Law.
What?
In which, say, Kaido and Big Mom falls here in Wano, right?
Yeah.
Story could be that they ally to take down Luffy, Law, and Kid. And then they may go back and say, wait, so should we view these three as the new candidates for the Yonko? Did we think Luffy was far out ahead, and they may scale it up to
I
put them on the
think-
same level?
Maybe.
I think this is the way I think the war's
Maybe.
gonna go. Like Luffy's alliance will take out Kaido while Big Mom's being distracted by everyone else, like the Navy and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Big
I'm
Mom
still-
goes to Elbaf.
And then Big Mom
Yeah,
gets
I was
defeated
just about
later.
to bring that up. Big Mom had, in my opinion, she has to go to Elbaf. There's no denying that, in my opinion.
All right.
I can't see her not leaving.
And
Wano.
moving on to the next question, from Malfope, isn't Zabo too young to be Dragon's right hand man? I mean, he seems like the ace
He's not the right hand.
of the Revolutionary Army. Chief and staff is third highest rank, not second.
Yeah, he's not the
So that
highest.
was number 1.
He's not the second highest.
Is
There's somebody
Ivankov
else.
right
that
hand
we-
man?
No, not Ivankov.
There's
It's a
a-
silhouette we saw.
There
Yeah, I
is
don't think we-
there is a mysterious bowler hat man that people are saying is the right
I
hand
thought
man.
that was a silhouette of
Molly.
Molly.
No, it's not.
Nah.
There's
not.
still a missing revolutionary.
Okay.
Is it Dragon's right hand man? It's hard.
Oh, for sure.
Is
For
he
sure.
is he a government inside man? It's
Yes.
I think it's gonna be something like that. We'll wait and see. Maybe
Is Aokiji Dragon's right hand man?
that's crazy.
Possible.
Oh,
That's
No,
crazy.
that's kind of it'd be kind of obvious.
Yeah,
it
but
Because a
But
lot
it-
of people expect it to be revolutionary.
Yeah,
you know?
but it's
Like,
as clear as day that he's a Revolutionary Army member, isn't it?
yeah, I think
no,
that's
no,
clear.
no, no. No, I'm saying like for Aokiji, I know our Oda doesn't like to make things obvious. I
No,
guess
man. Sometimes he
This-
does, sometimes he doesn't. You know.
yeah. I
like,
was just about to say,
well, the Hiyori thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated that. But with Aokiji being like the secret commander of Dragon, that would just be so.
His
It'd be
out-
kind of mad.
His outfit matches the Revolutionary Army.
Yeah, it'd be kind of mad.
It's like-
100%.
We already know he's not really allied with Blackbeard, all right? We already know that. I mean, come on, you're not fooling anyone.
Here's the thing: if they made it where Aokiji was truly allied with Blackbeard, I
It'd be-
think I
it-
would.
it'd
It'd
be
be
good-
better for the story.
It'd be a good fight for the Straw Hats. It'd be a better fight.
Yeah, but doesn't
think-
make what would make
It doesn't make sense for
What
his
would
character
make-
to do that.
why would he do that? That's the problem.
He
I would
lost
be
faith.
more
He lost
inclined.
faith in the system.
Yeah, but he still helps his
Brago.
friends. Like he doesn't really hate. He's not that evil
It-
guy. You know what I mean?
It's weird
Bro,
because
I'd be
that we
more
know that's not
inclined
him.
to believe that.
Yeah.
I'd be more inclined to believe that if we didn't get that conversation between him
The
and Smoker.
smoker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
there you go. All right. Next question from Jordan Lee. Huge supporter of Brago DAs for a while now. Best intro in the community. Top 3 channel content wise. Red Force, Brago, and then Cole. So
He likes King,
he likes King. He likes us more than Brago. So there you go. All right, there you go. There it
Oh,
is.
man.
All right.
but he likes the intro.
I'm honored to be in that group.
It's on
The
it's the top 3.
The intro.
Top 3.
The intro came from the number one in the group. So
There you
it
go.
makes
That's
sense.
it.
All right, he's the actual question. Of the 3 races Big Mom is missing, one is obviously King's race. The second is Giants. I think it includes Asian Giants and Oz race.
Okay.
And the
Yeah.
third could possibly be Mihawks and Imu's race. All right, that gets one of these. That gets one of these. All right, that gets one.
Oh,
of
so
those.
Miyawk is not even.
No.
Miyawk is not human now.
He's
Jordan
a,
Lee,
he's
we
a,
love you on this.
he's
on
a
this show.
vampire. I've heard it all. I've heard it all. All right.
The
No, well,
goddamn
but-
Renegon race. Oh, gee. Can we stop?
Somebody was saying that Mihawk. It could be a dragon race.
Okay. The Dragon
I remember
King.
when Kaido was a dragon.
Look, how does a poneglyphs?
Yeah, but-
No, dude, no shout outs to Frankie whatsoever.
We
Alright.
need,
Exactly.
we still need the lore and the poneglyphs in one, Christian. There's a lot to do.
There's still yeah, okay, so the Imu secret race,
200
he admits that it's super headcanon. Alright, well, we'll go through the explanation. Maybe he's got something interesting in there. I feel these guys and their own race, due to their eyes, as we've already said, and the fact that both of them are supposedly extremely powerful characters. Perhaps they are super genetic capabilities when it comes to swords and combat abilities. Man, like this is
genetic
getting
capabilities
crazy.
when it comes to
No,
that sounds like something
no.
out of Attack on Titan with the Ackermans.
All right,
That's getting
well,
crazy.
you just spoiled Attack
We
on
mentioned
Titan, but
we mentioned the third race.
I didn't
could be
hear
the
it, so
movie.
yeah, it's crazy, all right? It's a far stretch,
out there.
but what other race could she be missing? Anything else, all right? Anything else?
Skypeans.
Anything else but the secret
Oda just
Ainu
made up.
race.
Oda just made up the Third Eye Clan in Whole Cake Island.
Yeah, like
So,
everyone uses the auction house list as the de facto.
But there is
Race
other
list?
on that list.
Sure, there
Yeah,
is
on
other,
on
yeah.
that list it says other exotic races.
Yeah.
There could be hundreds more races for all we know.
Alright, and
We
we all-
mentioned the moon.
And we
people.
all know that their eye thing can't be the race because you all know Zoro has a Mihawk eye under that scar.
That's true.
So-
Exactly.
So
Wait, let me ask you guys this: do you guys think Oda is ad-libbing here? Where-
He's
yeah,
doing
he-
it for a
because-
reason. We don't know what the reason
Because-
is.
What I mean is, like, did Oda plan to have Big Mom have King to be a different race than, because Oda listed out like the different races.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
House.
Oda lied. This is how Oda writes. He has these dot points of what's gonna happen, and then while he's doing the chapters, he comes up with ideas, and he comes up with connections to make it all seem like it's all fluid and connected. That's how he writes the story. He's
It also
talked about
gives. It also
before.
reminds you about what Big Mom's about when she says that as well.
Yeah.
Like she's looking for people for her top
For-
land
yeah.
and all that. You get reminded.
Yeah,
of what she's
Oda's
about.
always ad-libbing throughout the story. Not everything is planned. We can kind of see that with the supernova.
It's also
all that kind of
yeah,
stuff,
like
yeah.
I said, it's a good writing technique just to remind the viewers what
Big
she's
Mom's about,
and
yeah,
her
okay.
dream and what Totland.
And it also connects the world together, so it all flows properly.
and I imagine
Yeah.
it'll be somewhat of a thing.
Yeah,
Maybe
later.
he said 3. I don't know why he would go 3.
Yeah, I don't know why 3, but yeah. So Big Mom,
Wait for the official. Maybe.
I don't
Yeah.
understand how they mistranslate the number 3, but
They've mistranslated worse.
okay. All right. So yeah, do I think Oda's ad-libbing? Yeah, he's always ad-libbing. He's always doing things like this. That's how he writes.
He's been on the record of saying he likes to go on the journey as well.
Yeah, he likes to be surprised himself by his own writing. So, yeah. But the secret army race, I'm gonna have to veto that.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to veto that. It's gonna veto it. All right. From JDT, with the characters we know so far, would you be your who would be the end of the series top 10 basically? By the characters that we know so far. So not including the secret Aimu cabal that is stronger than admirals and
Okay,
stronger than
according
an
to
emperors,
Vince,
alright?
yeah.
Not including those characters. Also, I'm barring the Gorosei because they're not emperor level, alright? Stop. With the Gorosei at emperor level.
Alright.
I don't want to hear it.
You don't think all 4 or what is it? 5 of them?
5 Elder Stars.
Yeah. You don't think all 5 at Yonka level?
No.
No.
Alright?
One has
No,
a
come
sword.
on. Come on. What are we talking about? Come on.
I don't either. I don't.
Alright, top
Hey,
10.
remember, one of them is Sanji's father.
Exactly.
End of
so-
series.
Or maybe him.
End of
He's the only
series
one.
top 10. Alright. Number 1, obviously Shanks. Number 2, Luffy. Number 3.
Shanks probably doesn't make it to the end of the
Well,
series.
number 3. Alright. Number 3, Blackbeard. Number 4, Kaido. Number 5, Big Mom. Number 6, Mihawk.
Zoro would surpass.
Oh yeah,
Mihawk.
Zoro. Number 7, Mihawk. Number 8, Dragon. If he's
Kid?
alive.
Zabo. Zabo's gonna be stupid bastard. by the
Zabo
end of
has
the
to be
season.
broken
You
as
think
fuck.
Zoro's gonna be stronger than Sabo? That's great.
I mean,
Has to be
Zoro
How
Zoro
strong,
has to be
how strong
Mihawk.
Zabo gonna be?
Yeah.
Sabo's
Where's
gonna be
Kid
the
in
leader
Law
of the
this
Rebel
Oh yeah,
series.
fucking
I'm
Alkainu.
like Zoro's that high?
Well, Mihawk
Well,
apparently is that high.
we're gonna move Mihawk down. We're gonna move Mihawk down. All right, let's start the list again. Shanks, Luffy, what did I say?
Kaido.
Blackbeard, Kaido, Big Mom. Then we'll have.
You think they still gonna be
Alkainu.
that strong?
Then we'll have. I don't know. It's a hard
Law,
list.
Kid.
It's so
What about
meta.
Kobe?
It's a meta question. It just
Who
depends
is
on what you
it
think
depends who's
happens.
alive because does Law and Kid make it to Emperor level? That's the question. Like, who are they gonna fight to prove that they're Emperor level? You know what I mean?
Oh, well, it depends if they're emperors themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if they become Yonko?
I mean, Kid could fight Big Mom by himself in the end war or whatever. It could happen.
It could happen theoretically. All right, I guess Kid and Law can be 8 and 9 and 10.
But Zoro's higher than that.
Bazora's higher.
Because apparently he's
Why
gonna
is
be.
Zoro higher?
Because
Like-
apparently Mihawk's the strongest in the verse. So
Mihawk 8, Zoro 7. There
Zoro's
you go.
gonna beat.
There you go. There's the
Zoro's
list.
gonna beat Mihawk.
There's
But
the
even if Mihawk passes, even if he passes Mihawk, we don't think Mihawk is stronger than current.
I mean,
Against who,
some
sorry?
people do. Some people do.
I think Mihawk's is the top 10.
Yeah, he's top 10, but he's not top 5.
Yeah,
he's not top
he's not top 5.
I
but-
put him in between emperors and admirals. People put him at emperor level. People put him under admirals. I don't know.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to make this list, all right? You gotta give us more time.
You gotta go so
Alright.
deep into your own meta headcanon of what happens at the end of the story to come up with that list.
Yeah, it just depends on how you see
All
things
right.
going.
From virtue value. If you put Kaido and Big Mom in a vacuum based on every power they have at full strength, who is winning the fight? Also, will there be a make-up reverie in the future sometime this year, since what happened in ALA wasn't the norm? That's the second question.
I think there'll be a reverie at the end.
There'll be end of the year
Won't there,
reverie. That
bro?
normally happens,
You'd
right?
imagine at the end of the year or start of next year, early next year.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I think they're every 6 months. The plan is, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? The secret One
You
Piece
got it.
cabal has to work it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you guys hosting
Everybody
this
in here
time?
is
We might be
Everybody-
actually able to host because
Well,
we are getting internet upgrades.
better internet, so we might be able to host it. All right, but
Okay.
the Fable fiber optics.
the fabled fiber optics that is coming somewhere, sometime. All
This
right?
month apparently.
This month. So let's hope that
Oh,
actually
shit.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting 100 up, 100 down. Apparently,
So we'll see.
we'll
Oh.
see. All right. There you go. All right. From. Oh, we didn't answer his question. Who would win in a fight? Big Mom or Kaido? Oh, I guess we all have Kaido, right?
One-on-one.
I don't
No,
know,
He
It's
said put him in a vacuum based off of everything we've seen. We've seen Kaido swing his club. We've seen Big Mom swing her sword. We've
Seen
seen
the
Kaido
dragon
shoot a
form.
blast.
Dragon form, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen that. I want to give it to Big Mom just because of her utility, but
Same.
headcanon dictates that I say Kaido.
I'm going with Big Mom.
All right. It's pretty hard to decide right now.
What do you guys think Kaido's specialty is, like overwhelming strength and like being a super?
But it
physical
seems
monster?
like that's Big Mom's deal. She's just so overwhelmingly strong.
Big Mom, she's strong as hell, but she has insane defense and she has a crazy
Devil
double
fruit.
fruit.
Yeah,
Big Mom
but
has, like, the whole
Yeah, she
package.
has like
Does Prometheus
elemental
and Zeus
control.
even matter in that situation?
Well, it gives her flight. She can
Yeah.
deal-
Kaido's got flight
I
and
would say
elemental abilities as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
mean-
so I don't think it's just like over just Kaido. If it was just a physical thing where Kaido, I think that's Kaido's strength, he would overwhelm Big Mom here, and he didn't. I don't know. I don't think it's just
They
as like
both have they both
Yeah.
have basically the same abilities, like weather control, physical ability.
They
But I
both
feel like
they both really can't take damage.
Kaido put more of his skill points into his physical attributes, and Big Mom kind of split it between both.
I'll give it to Kaido because he has the mythical Zoan and it gives him the extra regen stamina and shit. That's the only reason.
Yeah,
what?
What do you mean? He's a mythical Zoan. He gets the extra.
We
Gets
see
the
Big
extra
Mom
feats.
get tired and turn into a skinny female.
That's
Well,
true.
Big Mom didn't get tired.
We know,
It's
I
just that
know.
it was just like super
But
creative.
how
That's
many
the
days
secret
of her fighting will she get hungry?
That's why I'm giving Kaido the slight
But
edge.
guys,
the
that
slight
just,
edge.
that's plot though. Like
thing.
if Big
that
Mom is
super
actually
skinny form is
like,
only
remember
because
Luffy? Do you remember
craving that
Luffy?
cake.
How long was Luffy? How long did Luffy go? Right,
But
when he was searching for
Brago,
Sanji.
the soul,
No,
the
how-
soul, but the soul
but
fruit
how-
isn't really a
listen.
factor in the fight, where the dragon
How
fruit
long-
would be.
I
Right?
think it would be. But listen, how long did Luffy go after searching for Sanji? Where he was like crumpled up and turning into a raisin.
How many?
How long was that?
I don't
It
know.
wasn't that long. So then he was able to like fight Katakuri for hours.
Yeah, because he had
How does
Sanji's
that-
food. Because Sanji's food gives him the buff.
Yeah, Sanji's food's too good.
Oh my god.
There you go. There you go. There it is.
Brago, you really can't deny that. Bro.
It gives him
Anyway.
an 11-hour buff.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
Kaido, you'd assume would have more stamina.
That's why I'm giving him the slight edge. It's a slight edge.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give him the slight edge, just based on lore. Big Mom has the feats to back it up. All right, we haven't seen much from Kaido. I'll give the slight edge to Kaido. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Slight.
It's going to be a high diff, extreme diff fight.
That'll last
Regardless,
a week.
regardless, it's not like
Maybe
I just don't think Kaido's done anything Big Mom can.
Big Mom has the utility, but yeah, headcanon dictates Kaido.
yeah.
I'm
All
going
right,
with Big Mom.
all right, that's fair enough.
Understandable.
All right. From Reality D Streams. Do you all think that Dragon has a right-hand man that's been working in the shadows
Oh, we're already talking about this.
and not known about Zabo could be his highest hand to the public? Was there a video released about this? We're getting a lot of questions about this. Did
Yeah.
anyone release a theory video?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of questions
Like-
about this. Yeah, we've kind of already talked about it. Brago seems to be on board with this theory. Is that right? About the
Which
secret,
theory again?
about the secret right hand man the dragon has.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I can see it, but like I think that would like diminish Zabo in a way because he's
Not really,
not this right
because
hand man.
No, because he's young. The thing is, if he was an older guy, like if he was Kuma, I think it diminished
Yeah.
Bangkok. But I don't. But for Sabo, he's just so young and he's still up and coming,
The
and it makes
revolutionaries
sense.
also kind of need another guy.
Yeah, they need somebody else. They need somebody else top tier. So,
Yeah.
I can go even a step further. I think there's a secret commander of Whitebeard we don't know yet.
Okay.
I mean, that second
the second guy,
division.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Well,
second division was empty.
I think he was really the right hand, but Marco moved up because he didn't want that first division to be empty.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can see that. I think that's possible. Yeah. All right. His next question: do you think it's possible that Blackbeard has multiple personality disorder? That's why he's able to use multiple devil fruits.
No.
No.
That's
No.
that's in line with the conjoined twin inside.
He
him
has
theory
two
that-
stomachs.
That's my theory. He has two stomachs. All right. That's the theory. All right.
Weird body.
Weird body.
I think-
Marco said it. Weird body. All right. That's a lot.
I don't know. I feel like it's just gonna be something Oda reveals later. And
Yeah.
in the devil fruit book, they're not saying two devil fruits can be eaten, but there are two particular devil fruits that can be eaten together. Like they have to balance each other out. So I
I don't
think
know how the quake
we're-
fruit and the darkness fruit balance each other out, though.
like two strongest, I don't know, but it's just from
Yeah.
weird way
We'll
Oda could
see
do it.
about
But it's,
Blackbeard, but it's not multiple personality disorder.
Because
I don't think it's
Hakama
Yeah,
and
no.
Cavendish, like there's already that character.
I like
in
how
the show.
every character that shows complexity in One Piece, right, has a split personality now.
like Hiro.
And
yeah,
even
yeah.
still, and even
people were
still,
saying about Hawkins. That's like what? That's just how he is.
what would multiple personalities have to do with your body? Like, just because you have two personalities doesn't mean that your body can
Well,
now
maybe
take.
maybe they're taking
well,
maybe they're taking
well,
the
Silver,
Gojo
have you-
route, you know? Maybe they're taking
Silvers,
the
have you
Gojo
seen have you seen Split Silvers?
Split, yes, I have. And he was absolutely stupid.
Well,
Well, his
Absolutely stupid.
remember,
Yeah.
based on his personality, his body got a.
the idea that think this guy's going off is that if you have multiple personalities, you would have multiple souls. Therefore, you could eat multiple devil fruits.
But that we've never no.
But that's never been stated,
It's
and that's
not like a
weird.
thing.
Yeah, that's the kind of idea because I've seen that before in anime where like if you have split personalities, you've got two souls. But yeah, I
Next
don't know.
question.
Next
Yeah.
question. Do you think
Should've thought
Weevil
that
is
out.
coming to Wano? Is Weevil coming to Wano?
Yes, I'll say yes.
Yeah, why not? I don't know really where he fits. Like where,
Yeah, why
where's
not?
this
End
guy
of
fit?
Wano, maybe.
Yeah.
End of
Depends on if you
Wano,
guys
he
think
shows
War-
up while we're leaving.
It depends if Marco goes.
Yeah. From Chris Thorne Majors. I'm loving this lore content, but my question is is the reveal of King's Race going to impact the story in a big way, or is it just to add lore? I think it's just to add lore, to be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
I don't think it's going to be a massive
It's not going to be
impact.
Imru's race that gives him.
Well,
Ultimate
I think
power.
it's a possibility that it could be a big thing for the series. If somehow King is connected to the D clan, in which like it's a race that was working with the D clan, like there was a part of it, then it's like okay,
Maybe.
this is huge here, like they eradicated this race.
But we already kind of know that the Sky Peons were working with the race. We already know
That's
that.
if he's a Skypian, right?
Yeah, but we already know that
Yeah, yeah.
information, so
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see what
Much
happens.
like how the ancient giants are coupled together with the normal giants,
Does
whatever
any-
race these people are, I'm just gonna assume.
I don't know
they're-
about you guys, but I don't really actually care what happens with this plot line about King being another.
I love it.
It's just-
I'm super intrigued. I'm
It's
Yeah.
just another race.
Yeah, all
I
right,
think
we'll
I
see
think
what
it's just
happens.
to add flavor, add lore to
Okay.
King, add some sort of mystery to King, because he's kind of
It's to
yeah.
not only King but Kaido's forces.
Yeah, like
because all the right hands we've seen.
To me,
Naturally.
I take it as like, Oda's clearly making a choice this chapter to
Well-
to mirror Shanks
Yeah.
and Whitebeard. So
Well,
Shanks asked Marco to join
Yeah,
his
sure,
crew.
but we know
Why
how
would Big Mom?
we know how Whitebeard gathered his crew. We know how Big Mom gathered her crew. We don't know how King or Kaido gathered his crew.
Okay.
And they all seem to be different races. Like Jack's a full fishman. King's got something going on with his race. Maybe Kaido's gathers his crew in a specific way.
We'll see.
There
He
might
seems
be
like he
something
just
with
likes
that, yeah.
strength though, because he asked
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
to join his crew that's strong.
Well, Big Mom does the same thing, kinda.
She's interested in the race, not necessarily the strength.
Well, Big Mom hasn't asked Luffy, right?
Yeah.
Katakuri
No.
didn't. I don't think Big Mom did. So
No,
I
yeah,
don't
she
know.
didn't ask him. No. All right. From
Call him a spec and
Yeah. From Brandon Arnold. What's something you'd like to see more from the community, and what's something you'd like to see less of I feel as though there are only two polarizing ends of the spectrum. Either Oda is trash or Oda is God. I'm personally just trying to sit back and enjoy the ride. I think it's less like that right now. We're kind of moving out of the Oda is trash wave
Yeah.
of the community.
I think what's happening is people are starting to ignore them. Like, so I mean, personally, I just block people.
I feel like those people jumped onto the bandwagon after everything else they watched went away.
After
Like,
Whole Cake, after Whole Cake.
yeah, because they jumped on for Whole Cake because Bleach and Naruto ended and all that shit.
Yeah.
So they jump on because One Piece is apparently the GOAT.
And everyone's hyping up Wano.
Yeah, but now Wano's actually coming good. So like, I don't know what they actually there's nothing really.
We will admit that Act 2, strange act, weird shit in there. It wasn't handled greatly, maybe not.
The man's
but,
human. He makes mistakes.
Yeah.
He does great things. What do you want?
Well,
Just
we try we try to keep it fair and balanced here. But Oda's not trash. Come on, man's been running the same manga for like what 23 years.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Come on. All right, come on.
I think it's just a wave, like you guys said. Like people just hopped on. It's just you could tell when somebody was just hopping on a wave of hate, and it's. I mean, I'm just ignoring it more now because I can tell when people just going out of their way to just hate something. Like in this chapter, I saw people complaining about it. I don't even want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, there's a difference between criticism and just straight up hate, and some people don't really understand that, you know. Yeah, but moving on. What do we want to see in the community? More nuanced opinions. I don't want to hear.
What I want to see is people watch
black and white stuff.
multiple channels.
Yeah.
Compare ideas, come up with your own ideas. Because what I see far too much is like when you engage with someone online, in the first couple of sentences, you know who their favorite YouTuber are because they just repeat what they say.
Yeah.
I want to see people actually like gain their own opinions.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see more nuance. I want to see less black and white thinking.
Because Braga, it's so easy to pick out who the Dritz fans are.
Oh yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There you go.
I mean,
It's very easy to pick out the Brago fans.
Well, that's true too.
I mean, Braga's
Shout out
just
to the
Braga's
squad.
the BDA server doesn't actually reflect Braga's views.
The
No,
BDA,
they
the
don't.
BDA is a completely different beast.
Yeah,
all right.
the
It's
BDA
it's a bunch of outlaws, man. It's-
Outlaws,
but
is that what you call it?
they're outlaws, but they don't do anything drastic under the flag until it's necessary.
Yeah.
But they're just out here just wreaking havoc until it's time to come together.
Yeah.
That's what the Discord is, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Discord. So
Alright.
crazy. Like right now, the VC is fucking full of them arguing about something.
Yeah, they're always arguing about something. Who knows? You know, who knows what they're arguing about? All right. So, okay, we'll move on. All right. From Prince K, Hawkins was saying about Law that he doesn't take the future into consideration. I don't like random theories, but many thought Law would die after the events of Wano to conclude his storyline. What do you think about that? Also, the end of the arc looks like a double spread of lanterns in the sky and people mourning the deaths of the battle. I like the second idea. The first idea I also agree with. I want to see Law. I don't want to see Law become this weird tag team character. If he dies, I think he should die in Wano with dignity and a high moment.
I have a hard time imagining in my mind Law dying.
Yeah.
Who will hold his body and cry?
Beppo.
Similar to Ace.
Beppo.
Beppo? Do we care about Beppo? Do we care about
What do you
Jim
mean?
Bart?
I
This is the
do.
problem with Law.
Well, we'll get a panel of like Law in the clouds with Corazon and everyone crying. All right, that's what's gonna happen.
I don't,
Read the
I
law
don't know about
novel.
All right, that's what's
I
gonna happen.
think Luffy would cry if Law died.
Yeah, Luffy would be upset because he let another person die.
Yeah.
Bring up Ace stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he died in Wano with the whole Tama thing, damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
So, I think Law. I would like Law to die in Wano just so we conclude his character. Him going out like a legend. Him going out with with doing something impactful. You know, he won't become this weird rival to Luffy and like do nothing and his crew sucks. I want to see Law go out as the hero. That's what I want to see. All right.
I just don't know where Oda goes here because Law is just he's
He's
kind of
just stagnant. He's just not doing. He's just like weird. Like
yeah, and
Yeah.
I like him being in the story because he's a great character, right? And I
Yeah.
like Law, but I just feel like he should be doing so much more for his own like beliefs. And but the thing is
Yeah.
that it's still en route to what they originally planned to do. So it's like after the Kaido thing, if he's still with them, then it's like okay, Oda, what are we doing here? Like
Yeah.
what's the whole purpose here?
All right.
You know, so
From Left Jab, Oda is cramming a ton of characters into Wano and even Whole Cake Island. 2 Yonko crews, Supernovas, Minks, People of Wano, and possibly Whitebeard Pirates and Marines. Do you think he's getting all these characters out of the way to have an arc that solely focuses on Shanks and his crew, so no other distractions?
Maybe.
I think it's more to have a solo Blackbeard arc, where Blackbeard's the main villain, it's the Straw Hats versus Blackbeard Pirates. That's my headcanon about this.
It's also like he said Wano was going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
So 2 emperors.
What did he say? He's gonna make
Marine-
Marineford look cute or something like that.
There's going to be a lot of people involved. Wano's going to be massive for the story. Don't even.
Yeah, it's gonna have massive waves. After Wano, I think Elbaf, I think Raftel, maybe a Marine Revolutionary arc, and then, it's over. So there's probably about 3 arcs left. So I think the Raftel arc is the Blackbeard arc, where Luffy versus Blackbeard, the Straw Hats versus Blackbeard Pirates. So that's just going to be 2 single things.
when
Yeah.
you put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't. It depends, man. Because I think Oda could definitely stretch it out. Where
could,
like say Luffy gets say after Elbaf, right? And then Oda could have it where Luffy has to make another round trip to go.
Yeah, he
back
could,
to-
but Oda's telling us 80%. He's telling us it's gonna end
You know what I'm
soon.
saying?
Get ready.
It all
Yeah.
depends because we know Roger had to make essentially, and then for Luffy, there was the hand of him going back to Whole Cake, the Fishman Island stuff, and he could tie all that stuff into like one arc,
Yeah,
but he could absolutely make it where Luffy has to go back for some random reason before he goes to Raftel.
But the
think it
reason
was-
that
Right.
Roger had to go back around is because he didn't have the information that Luffy has now.
yeah. I think
Roger
that,
went
yeah.
around, got to the last island, found out about the road poneglyphs, and then went back around, and then made another trip
so
around.
right now, Luffy has what, one poneglyph?
Yeah,
He
one.
has
And,
technically two.
Oh, he's got 2,
because
yeah, he's got 2.
Brook- Yeah, Brook.
well, he has the
Ka-
rubbing, right?
Kaido has
Yeah.
one, and we're missing the
They-
secret one, which is probably on Elbaf. So
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But what if Elbaf doesn't have it?
yeah and then we're looking.
Hang on, but
yeah.
there's 2 ways of thinking about the end metagame, right?
Yeah,
The last poneglyph could be in Marijoa. Luffy has to take out the Navy. He gets the poneglyph. He goes to Raftel, fights Blackbeard, end story.
end the story.
Or Luffy becomes Pirate King and then he fights the Navy.
yeah,
So there's 2 ways of looking at it.
yeah.
I don't know which
really
one
yet.
I side on.
Yeah, we don't really
Because
know yet,
Whitebeard
yeah.
says there's going to be a big war after someone finds the One
But here's my
Piece.
problem with that
I side-
sentiment. Yeah.
I side on whatever extends One Piece.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
One Piece
Honestly.
forever.
Depends if you
Because
like.
I-
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard.
Because once One Piece ends, it's going to be such a huge shift in not only like
Well,
manga.
we'll get
but
One
just-
Piece Z. What do you mean, bro?
Just the anime community in general. It's just gonna
Two
be like, what the fuck are we
Piece.
even talking about? You know?
Yeah.
Like, what are
I
we-
think it's going to be such
yeah.
a huge
Dude,
shift.
my hero will be done by the time One Piece is
Does the anime YouTube community lose the weekly reads? Does it lose it?
If One Piece goes,
Yeah.
done. You have to
Probably.
imagine something comes out in the
Nah.
next 10 years.
The
that
thing is,
can-
the only thing I could see that could like My Hero. I can see if My Hero is still going when One Piece ends, that would be the next
Okay.
wave.
Do you see
But-
that? Like, how, though, could it still keep going? Like,
Because they're kids right now, right? And it's like
I
it's
guess.
you could do school. 'cause
My
they're in
Hero
their first
Z.
year.
Yeah, you could do My Hero
What,
Z.
like
yeah.
a My Hero?
Yeah.
Like a My Hero College?
College, and they do them as actual pros. Because
But they're already heroes right now. After high
well,
school.
they have a provisional license.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying what they could do, like, say after high school, say the plan is for them to get like you can get your full license after you graduate high school, right?
I guess they
Say-
can also
say-
go out
say-
of Japan as well and go to the world.
Here's the thing: say a traitor, say the traitor is revealed, then they're like, then the actual humans of society say, okay, no, we have to have them go through another level of it before they actually become pro heroes. It's like more of a vetting process. Then they implement like a college way for them to go through before they actually become pro heroes. Where it's like because of
Yeah.
just like the fact that they're just still kids.
It's not gonna
you can-
last 10 years though.
But here's the thing with this, Brago.
Yeah.
I don't think My Hero has the kind of world where you can make theories, you can make endless speculation about random things in the world. Like with
Really?
One Piece, you've got voice
Okay, I
acting
get what you're
shit. You've
saying.
got all these kinds of characters in far off lands. You've got
Well, it's-
history
it's-
with all that kind of stuff. So I think One Piece is like a massive gold mine for just speculation.
Well, One Piece is
And
the
plus,
world
you
of
have
living
to look at
is-
the progression of like,
Anyway.
the series of One Piece
We'll
when it
see.
came out.
We'll see what happens when One
Yeah.
Piece actually finishes. No guarantee.
Yeah, like when Naruto
Maybe
ended, it was a
anytime soon.
huge shift. Like it took a couple months for everyone to shift over to One Piece. Yeah, so there's gonna be a massive shift, all right? It's gonna be like Whitebeard dying, all right?
But there
It's gonna
will be One Piece Z after One Piece. So
Yeah, not
Piece.
Oda's not gonna write it. It's gonna be some other guy. And it's not gonna be the same.
I think
Right.
Oda has like the rights to One Piece, and he said if once it ends and if I'm satisfied with it, there is no continuing. That's it. I'm done.
yeah, but Shueisha will be like, "Fuck you."
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Right?
Oh yeah,
Sure,
if they got Toriyama to continue Dragon Ball, I think they'll
Yeah.
definitely get Oda.
and I think One Piece is literally like so ingrained in Japanese culture now. It's just that I don't know if they can afford for One Piece to end.
It
Yeah,
might
yeah.
collapse
Like-
the entire.
Statue.
It might actually collapse the entire magazine.
They're like, no, we need One Piece to keep going, especially if like nothing else is
Yeah.
there yet.
There's a
because, you know,
statue of Luffy in Japan,
like
like sitting
they,
in the middle of
they may say, all right, you can be done, but you gotta have somebody else
Yeah.
continue because it's like it's a part of Japanese culture. It's like just there. So I don't know, man. One Piece.
Dragon Ball is still going for a reason.
Yeah.
All right.
They had different authors and shit. Like it's weird with Dragon Ball. Like so, I don't know.
Like a couple years ago, Kochikame recently ended, and that was a big thing in Japan. Oh, like a while ago.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Next question from what is it? Leonardo. Do you think Law will betray Luffy? If yes, would Luffy have to beat him before going after Kaido? Do you think a few supernovas could die in Wano? Also, Law with the Seastone cuffs can't use his ability to change personalities. Yeah, we talked about that last week. Does it really like what happens if Law gets his abilities cancelled while the soul is in another body? It's weird, but that's kind of a meta question for Devil Fruits. But will Law betray Luffy? No. If Law betrays Luffy,
No one can like Law.
Law can never be redeemed if Law betrays Luffy. So Law's a
what
villain.
reason does he have to? Betray
I know.
Luffy?
It's like some people say that Luffy's fucked up the plan, Luffy's incompetent, Law's had enough, and Law is justified in betraying Luffy. Not really though. Like
Law's
it's
had
hard to
enough.
make it
He's gone through 3 arcs so far with Luffy and his bull. If he would have had enough,
Yeah, it
he would
really-
have left back in like Whole Cake.
Law is a bad person if he betrays Luffy.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Law becomes a villain if he betrays Luffy, and he's gonna get defeated. Yeah. Yeah. So that's that question, I guess. Do you think Supernova are gonna die? Probably just Law. I don't really see any other ones dying. I don't really see
I'd be
anyone.
interested.
No.
No?
I'd be
Well, actually, no. Some supernovas should die in Wano. Yeah, they should die.
Just
Aruj
was
may
anyone
die
was
just
anyone
because we got
around
hype.
during Marineford here? Brago, you were around during Marineford when it was being
Yes.
weekly. Did you think Ace was gonna die?
Oh
at
well,
any point?
I didn't have a YouTube channel, but I was.
Yeah, but you read it weekly
Yeah.
back then, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you think Ace was
Yeah.
gonna die or at any point?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No,
So
absolutely
like
not.
that's how I think
I was on
yeah.
the anime around that time.
That's why I think Desk kind of should work in One Piece. It shouldn't be like, oh, Jinbei's gonna die or Law's gonna die. There should be like someone
Yeah,
like
I did.
not
Out of the
expecting.
blue. Yeah, out of the blue. Yeah, I did. Like I said, Ace. I just thought it was just set up for Ace to become the next guy. You know,
Yeah.
like it was set up for him to be like Squad was right.
Once
was
they
good-
got
he was
off
the one who was
that
good.
scaffolding, I thought
Yeah,
that was
it's
it. We're
over.
good to go.
Like the
over,
death
man.
flags for Whitebeard were clear in that battle.
Oh, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
So you
Yeah,
would have
Ace.
you would have thought maybe Ace would take over the Whitebeard pirates or whatever.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then even after Kainu got him, I was like, oh, look, so.
Yeah. So
Then when the doctor came and it was like, yeah, I was
Like,
like, the fuck
it'd
the
be-
He
doctor
said, "Yo,
for?
help him." He said, "Yo, help him now," and he just looked at it and had the
like
panic
it'd be
face.
insane if like Zoro dies or whatever in one, which
yeah.
will never happen.
Not gonna happen.
But like that's the kind of level we're looking for.
Okay.
That'd be like the
With
worst
important
thing that
deaths.
ever happened in an anime or
Yeah, because then
if
people
Zoro
would be-
dies. Like, that'd be just like, bro, I think a lot of people would drop One Piece.
Yeah.
But then he gets revived by a mystical grandma who can grant wishes.
Okay.
Oh, please
okay.
don't. As much as I want Ace to come back
Is
to
that,
life,
is that
please
some
don't
Hunter
bring-
Hunter shade?
No,
Christian?
that's some Naruto shade.
Okay.
All right, that's some Naruto shade.
Yeah.
That,
You don't like reanimation?
Yeah, when Gaara died and then got revived. I like the
Well,
style.
I like Gara, so I wasn't too mad at it.
Okay, all right. The Granny Chio thing for that, I was okay with it because
Did she
know,
give him a life?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
life
Yeah.
for a life, but she was old. She was gonna die
and also
anyway.
useless. But anyway, next question.
Chio was useless?
Brago, next question. Next question.
Eric likes to troll
hot
Naruto.
takes, dude.
All right, don't.
Oh my god.
Here, Granny
She
was
was
alright. She was
poisoned.
fine.
She was
She's
dying.
fine.
All right, next question from Shanks WZ. All right, Schwanks or something. All right,
Schwanks.
Shanks was or something. What will really go down on the Fire Festival? Will the Marines make an appearance? Is Law going to switch sides and betray the Straw Hats? Why is everyone asking us if Law's going to betray the Straw Hats?
We expect the Navy to turn up.
We expect the Navy.
It was set up from the start. You'd assume they'll turn up.
Yeah. All right. From
Rob Lucci, Tashigi, Mibijion.
MBZ. Why doesn't Law modify his body to something stronger like he did with people in Punk Hazard?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did he make them stronger?
No, he just gave them legs so they could walk.
Yeah, I don't think he made them
Yeah.
stronger.
It's weird.
Because Oda doesn't want him to have a weird design.
Like, Law could theoretically take all his organs out and store them somewhere, making him fucking
That was a theory.
an immortal
Yeah,
fighter.
that was a theory.
So, like,
Yeah.
Law's Devil Fruit is very strange.
Yeah.
It does things and it doesn't do things. It's very broken.
He's only used the Soul Switch ability once, and he will never use it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Headcanon theory.
What?
During the Fire Festival, when Beppo goes Sulong, Law will switch bodies with Beppo,
No.
retaining his abilities,
No.
and now he has
No.
a Sulong form
No.
plus his devil.
No.
No.
Next question.
Next question.
Thank you.
From Muzi Mustaf. Where are the Big Mom pirates? Jesus Christ, Perispero still stuck at the bottom of the waterfall. He might be back up. He might be up this chapter. Who knows? Who knows what's going on, Perispero? We haven't seen him in a while.
You'll build a candy staircase for the ship.
Yeah,
It's taken a while.
yeah. It's
a big
a full-on
ship.
construction. We need resources. We need to build it properly so we don't get kicked off again.
Yeah.
Perispero's got a plan. All right.
I don't understand why people are so mad that King kicked the ship off the waterfall.
You know, people
It's
don't.
fine.
People don't look at the situation. They look at
Scaling.
power scaling only. Like, these people got defeated
The
by this
ship
man.
is belly up in midair. What are they supposed to do?
You know, people. It's just power scaling stuff.
What do you
dude.
think about that ship, Brago? What do you think?
Say it one more time, sorry.
The ship going up the waterfall, right?
Uh-huh.
And then King knocks it down. People are mad about it, right? They say it makes no sense, all that shit. I'm saying that the ship is belly up in midair. What the fuck are the Charlotte Pirates, the Big Mom Pirates supposed to do? King's underneath the ship. Like, what do you want him to do?
That's what I'm saying. King caught him in a position which they really couldn't react.
Exactly.
And Oda left out the one character that could do something. So I wasn't mad at it at all. I was just what was kind of perplexing was after the fact where they're like, all right, I guess we can't do anything because King is ruling the skies. That's when I was just like, huh?
Yeah.
Like y'all can't do
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
at all.
all of the people that they had on that ship, they could have stalled
I
him
mean, they
out
have
at
Flampe on that
long
ship,
enough.
you know. Then there's not that much quality on that ship.
All right. From Michael Valdez, why do people think there is a mink trader? Kinemon says they were seen leaving Wano and followed in chapter 920. Yes, I brought this up before. The mink trader was an abandoned plot line. All right, and Oda patched it up with Kinemon getting followed and Riser getting followed.
Okay.
Because we know in the Vivre cards, Oda planned Pedro to be evil at first. Obviously, he was planning Pedro to be the traitor. He changed his mind, he changed the thing. And he's patched it up with Riser go follow to Zoro. That's what it is. Alright? There's no mink traitor. If there is a mink traitor, it's going to be someone we don't care about and it's not going to matter. Alright, there you go.
Yeah, Mink Trader. I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah. It's sort of. Yeah, I'm seeing Carrot being mentioned as a.
But
traitor.
it doesn't make any sense. It makes
It doesn't make
literally
sense.
zero sense why Carrot would be the traitor, but whatever. Maybe she has a split personality
Oh.
that we didn't consider.
Okay.
All right, there you go. Right. From Freebo Pontent, question for this week: how did you guys get into One Piece? TV 4Kids dub. Years later,
Yeah.
I think
think that's
Marine
everybody's story.
Fort was in the anime, and we went from there. Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. Like I said, I think Naruto is definitely still going on, but
Yeah,
One Piece had a bunch of episodes. It was like a summer in which I wanted something to watch. I think I tried it. I was like, all right, this is trash. Came back again, tried it. It's like, all right, let me give it more than 2 episodes. And then
And then you
I think
Hundreds of
Baratie.
chapters
And then
later.
you saw Shanks in the 3rd episode, and you were like, "Here we go."
It was honestly it was Baratie.
Mihawk.
was
Karate is
just-
very underrated.
That Mihawk great. That
it was
Mihawk
just
greatness.
perfect. It was perfect. Like I was like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing. And then just from there, you know, it just got better and better. I think the peak for me was, I think Ennis Bobby for sure at that point. It was just
Yeah. great arc,
know.
great arc.
culminated, and then Sabaody was fantastic in Marineford. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah. So
All right,
I think Naruto was still going on. It was just like I just needed something to watch.
yeah. All right. Also, he's rereading Thriller Bark, and Eric is right. No one knows what's going on with Cinderi. What's going on with Cinderi? How the shadows work? No one knows.
Yes, correct.
No one knows.
I don't know what the point of Sindri was, or what the point, like, the shadows are confusing. It's all very weird, alright?
Right.
Because apparently, right, the crew should get this right, the shadows
Aren't the personality?
aren't the personality. They're the shadows' personality. They're just using their bodies. But Sindri remembers her past life.
Yeah.
So
So
so does Ryuma.
it's all
And then
very
it's stated
strange.
that no one really knows what the shadows do.
No one knows what the shadows does.
So-
Not even Moria. So there you go.
It was also stated that like the personality of the shadow starts to dwindle after a short time, depending on the will of the person. Yet
The
Luffy's
person's body.
shadow.
No.
Well, yeah, I think the body or whatever, but Luffy's shadow dwindled faster than Brooks did. That makes no sense. Ryuma had Brooks' shadow way longer than Oars did. And you mean to tell me that Brooks' shadow was able to hold off Ryuma's personality longer?
I don't think that's real, though, so I don't think, I
or
think
like-
you're confusing something. I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah. Yeah. Through the shadows.
Regardless-
The shadows are weird as fuck.
It's
right?
the other way around, right?
Yeah, the point is Brooks' personality should not have still been in Ryuma.
Nah, don't. The way it works is, right, Luffy's shadow comes out of him, and they're like, your personality will eventually dwindle because your shadow's out of your body. It's not the other way around. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
So, yes, Sindri is a very weird part of the arc. Thriller Bark, decent arc, a lot of issues.
Weirdness.
People
a lot of
only
weirdness.
remember the highlights of Thriller Bark.
Yeah. All right. From
Yeah, it's a forgettable arc.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like it had the biggest moment, like when they come. We know what the biggest moment of the arc is,
Yeah.
right?
The tag
But-
team.
Kuma.
Zoro,
Well,
Kuma.
Zoro. Yeah.
There's like 3 good moments in Thriller Bark.
yeah.
There's a lot
Well,
of great comedy. All right, we can't
good
describe
It's
comedy.
that.
comedy.
Yeah.
It's comedy. It's
Yeah.
comedy. Like The three great moments are like the tag team, Zoro, nothing happened, and Luffy pushing
Zombie back
the
into the
fucking-
grave.
back into the grave.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when Luffy started using sword techniques, oh my
Yeah.
fuck,
Oh.
yeah, gold. But yeah, Thriller Bark is a lot of comedy, but it's it doesn't. It was just compared to like the arc before it,
Yeah.
you know, it just falls short.
All right. From
Moria's trash.
Moria's is trash, right? From Nosferatu. Could you please avoid putting spoilers in the titles? Thank you. He doesn't want spoilers in the
All
titles.
right.
He doesn't want us to get views. You know, he
Talking
doesn't want
about
us to.
about YouTubers in general, just not putting spoilers in titles.
Yeah.
Well, like the title last week was the law got captured again. So I don't know.
Well,
Oh, wow,
I
that
mean,
Like what the fuck?
I
But
mean,
you
when
do
it
it.
comes
Don't
to-
wait. It comes out like after the viz and like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it comes out after
Yeah.
the viz. I still haven't done the thumbnail this week. I don't want to spoil people in the moment if they happen to
Spoil
see
who?
it.
Do you have anime onlys?
We do. We have one anime only who's a year behind, which is
What is wrong?
insane.
I mean,
Which is
when it comes
insane.
to you guys are light on spoilers. If you want to talk to anybody about spoiling like chapters or anything, talk to people who abuse the YouTube algorithm just for the views. They put spoilers in the thumbnails, the titles, and it's
Alright,
just ridiculous.
So Silver's getting on his soapbox.
On his high horse.
Yeah, it's
What?
a high horse right now.
Still, you don't put out content because you don't put out content. Alright, it's got nothing to do with official releases and shit. Alright?
Oh no, I'll admit I'm just not there when it comes to uploading.
All right. Last question from Calvin T. Do you guys think that Robin or anyone will assist fights to the Straw Hats, the Samurai Alliance? Robin was the one who got a lot of information in the Shogun's castle, so she might be the strategist for everyone.
No, Ramen is useless.
Maybe.
Oh, come on, Braga.
Whoa.
Come on, Braga.
Whoa.
Oh, that's how
that's a
old.
hot
That's how. That's listen.
Robin
That's how
is
old
getting
has been
a
using
fight
her.
in Wano. Nami is also getting a fight in Wano.
Bro.
I'll put money on it.
Robin is not going to be useful until the poneglyph appears somewhere. That's the only time
She's narratively. She's useful for the
All right,
narrative.
Robin is fine. All right.
Robin's getting a fight. All right. Come on, give us a
I
fight.
don't want. I
mean,
don't
you
care
want
about.
a fight.
I think with Robin's use, like compared to pre to post, yeah, I feel like after Ennis lobby, they converted her into like a.
I mean,
like a
she's
soccer
never been
mom.
useful though. Like, what the fuck?
No, what I'm saying is like, she was at least interesting.
Well, her intrigue was
Nah.
gone because her conflict was resolved. So
Right, but that's the thing where like, I think with Sanji, you can resolve somebody's conflict, but you can't resolve the conflict and
she's
feelings
a very
within them,
quiet
right?
and reserved character.
Right.
as well.
They make it seem like after everything Luffy and them did, like all that conflict should be resolved from all the years of her being on her own, which that's just not how things
Well, she
work.
has friends now, Braga. She has friends.
The power of
That
friendship.
doesn't do anything.
power of
That doesn't
friendship.
do anything. That's why Sanji reverting back to what he did to Zoe on Zoe makes so much sense because that's who he is. And it's like people just don't change because they meet somebody like just off the rip. So it's just like with Robin just being somebody that reads books and smiles from time to time now, it gets annoying. Like even in this chapter, she was like holding Toko and like what? Like all right, I guess. Whatever.
There we
You
go.
know, but
And we found out that Braga hates Robin. Send Braga your hate mail.
I love Robin. I think Nami is just a better character now.
I
But
mean, that's
love-
true. Nami is a better character.
All right.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
not
Okay.
that's not up for debate.
Alright. There we go. There's the episode. We're finally done. Got through everything.
Good episode, I'd
Great
say.
episode. All right. Having a great time.
4 hours.
Shout outs to BDA Law, first time on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're
I
gonna
appreciate it.
find
I-
Brago, let him know that he's been replaced.
By B.D.A. Law.
Now, what am I gonna put on the title of this video, Christian? With Brago, the Ace, or BDA Law?
B.D.A. Law.
What is more? What is more?
B.D.A. Law has more subs.
BDA Law does have more subs. That's true.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, BDA Law is a huge Silvers. Where you been?
You living under a rock, Silvers.
B.D.A. Law
This
Sky.
B.D.A.
I
This
think I
B.D.A.
have.
Law. This B.D.A. Law exploded onto the scene
Yeah,
out of
that's it.
nowhere. All right. It's crazy.
Yeah, BDA Law has slightly more subs.
That's not slight. That is not slight.
All right. Thank you to the
We
guests.
appreciate the guests turning up, Silvers and Brago.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
you
having
having
me,
me.
man.
Appreciate the
Appreciate it.
people asking questions.
Like the video. Subscribe, share.
Subscribe to Silver, subscribe to BDA Law or Brago DAs.
Some
Yeah,
say they're the same person. Some others say they're not. All right.
okay.
No one
That's
actually
the
knows.
rumor.
That's no
That's
one
the
knows. No one knows.
He did
all right?
steal your intro, which you might have a problem with.
It's. I mean, it's fine. He paid me for it.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
All right.
Shanks is the God King.
Good night.
All right.
Jeez.
And we're done.
Take it easy.